Alright, they can hear us now, just so you know.
I have a diamond inside of my silver ring that I'm wearing.
Give it to me. I can save lives
No,
with
mine.
it. I can literally save lives with it.
I don't care. It's
Okay.
mine.
Might
Nah,
be a little-
I'll
I could
probably
save
give it
your-
to you.
actually,
I'll just see how
bloody
much it's
time.
worth.
Okay, I'm going to start you on the down low, so I'm going to put you on 50% and hope that that's going to be too quiet.
We'll find out. We will find out. I can't seem to fix this.
He's on
pressing out.
50% for me as well.
He was previously on like 55%, but because of how it is, hopefully it won't be
Mhm.
too much of an issue. But anyway, so, hello everybody and welcome to Crabby D&D. I am here with my players. Pardon me. Got all the burps. I am here with my players, Sudz,
Hello.
Harlan,
Hello.
Sam,
Hello.
and Simon,
Hello.
and Infernal.
I'm not here.
Okay. Well,
Hello. You
So, yeah.
forgot me, you goddamn.
No, I didn't. I put you in at the end.
Yeah, but you said and Simon, and I wasn't there.
You don't need to be.
Such a bad friend, Chris. Jesus Christ.
All good from the sounds of it? Okay, I'd say stick around just because Sam... Unfortunately, some predicaments happened with Sam, and as a result, he's now having to use his phone, but he is still here. We do
And
not have to
sneaking
send our
away.
thoughts and prayers to him. He is good.
And,
Although we might still send them
goodbye.
because he's Elsyan, and he can read our thoughts anyway, so...
Harlan, join
Yes.
tabletop.
Yes, Harlan joined Tabletop.
I'm joining. It takes a minute to load.
And get your character sheets up and get your notes up, all
Oh,
the stuff which
I've
I
already
tell
got my
you.
character sheet up.
They can still hear you whispering. Doesn't work like this.
Yes, it does. It's how
Yes,
it
it does.
works.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
No.
If you talk like this, the people in stream can't hear anything.
Exactly. Alright, so...
Yeah.
Anyway, so...
All they hear is carrot, 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 promise, carrot, carrot, mushroom.
If that's a
Apple.
reference I missed.
Walrus?
Walrus? What?
Yes, well done.
Walrus. Alright, so... Hello everybody, and welcome to Crabby D&D. Obviously I am here. Confirmed can't hear a thing. Yep, of course. See, my sound guy even said they can't hear a thing. So, first of all, thank you to Zenosa for the art that she has put through, and my word, am I looking forward to using these guys. Look at them.
Oh, fuck. That's always bad.
I can't wait to see them.
It's fine, they're just variants of the Geist. No, I mean like they're variants that one of your players already knows of. They're just appearance variances. And
Okay,
potentially
fine.
mechanical variances. But still.
That's where it is. Okay.
So yeah. So yes, thank you for her for getting those and the other things as well, which I may eventually use. Out and in good time. I will definitely just be promoting straight to them because they've got MCM coming up and they plan to go to that and they're very busy with commissions and so on. So head their way, obviously. Because all business is good business, even if it's like very busy. And
Ideal, Chris.
yes, and also thank you to Tabletop Audio for the great service they provide. Seriously, you are doing the best business by making this a free thing online which everybody can access. And not copying, writing any of it. And actually making either a lot of the sounds themselves or like finding good sources to use. Either way, it is an amazing site. I do recommend going and checking it out. That is tabletopaudio.com. Use it on your web browser, your tablet, whatever. And for these maps, such as this one right here, which my players have recently cleared, this was made in Dungeon Painter Studio. You can find it on Steam. It's about £10.99 or something like that. And it is a very useful tool for any of you DMs out there, or any wanting to be DMs out there. I would recommend if you are wanting to be a DM, or if you are new to DMing, or if you want to make maps and you aren't sure of using the tool, pyromancers.com, that's the free version of this, and it has fewer resources, and it's a little bit different in the way it works. But if you've ever used Photoshop or any editing software, like picture editing software like that, then this will definitely be right up your alley. So yeah. Also, in answer to your question, Infernal, no, you did not feel anything when you put the ring on.
Okay.
It is an ordinary ring. It is just valuable. So, unless anybody else has anything else to say, except Sudz.
Peanuts, bananas,
Darn it,
peanuts.
why'd you have to say it?
Square.
Square. Alright, square this week. Okay.
Yes.
So, without further ado. Last session, our party of adventurers, Sasha, Queglod, Elsyan, Bhold, and Malcom, continued their adventure into the Spider's Nest by meeting a strange Tartan called Grendel, who was willing to kill his own brethren to escape from the nest for some unknown reason. After an unheard incident with Bhold and a wall of darkness, the party found respite in the upper tunnels of the nest, where they recovered and prepared to kill the head Tartan, who was told to be called Calican. After swiftly dispatching him, Calican sacrificed himself and brought about the awakening of a monstrous plant known as the Van Plant. A highly dangerous creature capable of parting an individual with their violet energy beams and the ability to absorb the life force of nearby fighters. Winning the battle with only a small amount of strength left in Queglod and Bhold, the party made their way into the second chamber to claim their reward, before watching the display of Experiment 13, the black slime, infest and absorb the form of the enhanced spider there. And that is where we pick up. The party is standing in a web-covered natural cavern, with piles of junk, web and bone all around them. They've collected as much as they can, and now must face the new tasks ahead. So, you are all inside the cavern. Before you stands Grendel. He has just asked, "So, now to uphold your end of the bargain. Get me out of here safely. I've given you what I can."
We can pretty much guarantee in one piece. We're not entirely sure how safe things are going to be, but
I have the best idea.
I can fight worst case scenario, but I would like to get out of here alive.
yes,
All right.
we'll get you out of here alive.
Sudz, pull out the bag of holding.
No, that's for Elsyan.
Oh yeah.
Just gonna move over here. We will need to explain your situation to our allies outside, though.
First things first, we gotta find the Dryad.
Yeah, I was actually going to say, Grendel, I don't suppose you've seen a Dryad about at any point?
I
Or
believe you
know
asked-
where one
I
would
believe
be
you
put?
asked me this previously, and I haven't heard or seen of any such creature in here before.
Where would one be put, do you suppose, if they were here?
Well, I'm not entirely certain, but the Dryad, depending on how early on it was, may have been one of the original sacrifices to form the Van Plant.
I say.
On the other hand, it may have been used to feed the Spider Queen. Or it may have been sent back as a specimen to the capital.
Well, that would be quite unfortunate.
Indeed.
I am going to walk away while they're talking about this, and I'm going back up top.
Oh, you're just gonna start walking away. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody sees this, and they see Malcom making his way past the webbing and heading back out. Bhold, you now see nothing. Your light source has left.
Yes, and I go to rest.
Alright, you're just gonna like curl
Yep,
up
I'm
on
just
the
gonna sit
couch.
next to a
Okay.
wall and rest.
Okay. With what light you what light you had and what you remember of the caverns, you just like lie down against the cavern wall. It's a little bit sticky, but you nestle in and you're now leaning against the cavern wall. Reminds you of home a little bit, with the hard rock and some of the coarse grass you had to lie on before.
This is how Bhold dies, isn't it?
Alone in a cavern,
I'm gonna-
unable to see anything.
Gonna roll a hit dice.
So I was just walking out without him not realizing.
So you're taking a short rest then.
Yep.
Okay, so you're resting for about half an hour.
I mean, I'm helping this guy get out of here.
Alright, so Malcom, you're leaving at this point, so we'll say that you're making your way out. The rest of you?
I'm gonna follow
No, I was
Malcolm,
going
and
back-
I'm taking our spider buddy.
I'm going up the top, where we rested up with him at. That's where I'm going.
Oh,
The
what?
upper-
Up the upper section?
Oh,
Up the hole.
oh,
Yes. That's where I'm
Oh, I see what you're gonna do.
Oh no.
I also like that idea. Let's do that.
Hmm.
Then don't bring Spider Buddy. Jeez.
Yeah, we're bringing Gree Grindel with us as well.
Well,
Yeah, are we going as a group, or do you want?
I mean, I wanna go as a group.
Well, I don't think he'll let us open the coffins.
Hold on. You've
How
caught
do
me,
we
off,
get him
you
out?
caught me off guard slightly. I need to cover up some of the stuff that you don't know. Just the stuff that you don't know so far. There's not that much of it. So,
Yeah,
Elsyan, what are you doing during this time?
Well, I'm sticking to Queglod because he knows shit about my mother. That I need to know. Like, it's a matter of my own
Sticking to
personal
Queglod
safety.
because I can't see shit.
That is a valid reason.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna take Behold by the hand then. Come on, Behold, there'll be time for rest soon. You ought to get out of here first.
Behold sleepy.
All tired.
Definitely true. Alright, so... Tar and tar. This, because you don't... This is goes... I realised that you guys might want to actually go back up here. Actually, how are you getting up here? That's probably a more important question.
well,
There was
I
ropes.
assume that the rope is still hanging here from
Okay.
when we jumped down to attack the person. So,
If not, we've got a number
I've
of
got
ropes.
so
So... Alright, so yeah, we'll say that. So, let me just... Oh, now I have to move all your
And
dice.
then you ask Behold, and then he throws you up there.
nah.
Harlan, I'm moving all your dice down here.
That's fine.
Sam, I'm just going to move your dice over here.
That telling me here is really not useful.
I'm moving them so that I can roll them later, alright?
Okay, fine, fine.
Oh no, I don't want to lock
The
that. What
point
I want.
here is not descriptive.
Yes! Well, I'm moving them to the side of the board so that I can use them.
I cry.
They're on the bottom left of the map.
Alright, so this is what you can see so far. That, can someone move Sam's dice, or Bernal's dice a little bit more? Just move them to above it where his usual dice are. Or remove the second set. Or the second set of d20s, I don't care. Alright, and that didn't work.
Alright, everything fell off.
Oh, that happened.
I'm gonna...
Gasp. Turns out that behind the shadowy tiles were, in fact, more tunnels.
Sorry, I'm gonna kill you guys when I do
Whoa.
this. Alright, never mind. Screw this. I'm just gonna lock this, I'm just gonna delete it. Okay, you guys can see everything. Doesn't matter.
Oh god. The map is grey for me now. Thanks, Chris.
Alright, just reload. I apologize, we'll just do that. Alright, so you guys are up. Where are your tiles? Alright, you guys climb back up the rope. I would like a strength check from each of you for this.
Yay, strength check.
I'm gonna make...
As soon as everything reloads
Right.
for me.
Yep, that's fine.
Yeah, only the tiles are grey now.
Apologies.
Oh,
Five.
5.
-1.
Minus
You're
1.
finding it very difficult to climb the rope. It's a vertical climb, it's about 30 feet, it's not that easy.
This is the second time this has happened, alright?
Why are you rolling with advantage? Or
I
disadvantage?
don't know. I don't know.
Just re-roll that again, just because you didn't mean to roll 2 and we...
Oh, that's the wrong button. Okay, I'm just gonna put that down. I'm gonna re-roll
start
it
again.
normally.
Start again. It is rolling. Let's keep rolling. 13.
Okay. Sorry, it seems like I've just got a bit of lag on my end. Which is why I
13
think-
plus 1. Yeah, you're fine. You managed to climb up there. You can see Sudz is having, or Malcolm's having a bit difficulty getting up.
Oh, that's the hole that... Okay. Okay.
Right.
Alright,
I don't
First-
suppose.
they jumped over and got that.
I'll be honest. I don't think I can jump that far.
How come can't you fly?
Oh, that's round.
That's right.
Fuck. Can't you turn into a bird?
No, he can't do that till 8th level.
Anyone have any sand?
Anyways.
Elsyan
You know
just,
what?
Elsyan just
There's
asks
genuine
in the other
question.
chamber, do you have any sand?
I was sticking with the spider guy.
Yeah. Spider Guy is here with the rest of you because he was
still?
told
Okay.
he was told to
Mhm.
stay behind by Malcom. So
Mm-hmm.
as he was going to go and deal with the situation up ahead.
Okay.
Infernal's currently lying down while he's got the time. So Queglod
Right.
and Elsyan, what are you doing?
Malcolm, how much do you weigh?
That's a good question.
He weighs a total weight of something like 200 and something because of his bag of holding.
What's my max throw weight?
Your max carry
No.
weight is what you need to work with, which isn't all that much. Behold's
If
the one.
only you had someone who could carry, like, I don't know, 600 to
I
900.
currently weigh 89 pounds.
Is that your inventory or is that your character weight? Because you've got to add your character weight to it as well.
Oh, wait, that's right.
That'll be in your bio.
Plus 150 pounds.
Oh yeah, I can't throw you that far.
All right, so back
Right.
to the matter at hand. So, Elsyan and Queglod, what are you doing at the moment?
We are, I suppose. We're looking after Grigrindel.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to talk to Grigor now.
Question:
I'm
How
trying
many
to
of the bloodstones are gone?
Harlan, the others are carrying on.
Right. Sorry.
One sec.
What a bitch. Anyway. Grigor, what do you... So, tell me, as the others are sorting this out, and we've got a bit of spare time, what do you know about my mother?
Are you sure you want to know this, Elsyan?
I am absolutely certain any information on my mother is useful information.
Sasha and Malcom, please go to general chat. You are not here. Actually, you know what? I'll just move you. Makes it faster.
Kick him out.
So, well, you want information on Sharial Aleuir.
The very same one, yes.
She's out to get you. Sent 2 bounty hunters after you, both of whom came down here and got themselves promptly killed. The other one, the extra, one of her own personal assassins, I kept alive for a short period of time. Enough time to allow me to dissect the brain properly. I've learned some very key memories about you. Well, your past, mildly, your future, what might be to come. My theory about your mother is strange. Do you know why she hunts you?
Well, loose ends, the fact I won't do what she says. I'm a general disappointment to my entire family, according to everyone.
That's not
Of course, I'm
entirely
perfect.
true. My theory on her is that you are her last piece. The king to her dragon chest, the lock to her key. She needs you. As a psychopathic woman, you are her reason, her fix, her obsession. But with you gone, she is crumbling, and she is using what she can to maintain herself. You have psionic powers, do you not, Elsyan? Experiment told me as such.
Yes, I do.
So does she. Psionic powers are extremely rare, and very few know about them. I am one of the exceptions. However, she has them too, and I believe she put you through something and gifted you her true power. Now, with you gone, she is losing it. And as you become stronger, she becomes weaker unless she finds another way to make herself stable. I see you with 2 main options here. Kill her, and take her power, until she hunts you to the end of the world. Or return home and be consumed by her affection as she satisfies her lust. Which will it be?
So, we're talking about Elsyan's mother and lust, and her wanting him. There's some weird vibes going on here.
It's a psychopathic
like it.
lust. Not there's a difference between love affection and lust affection, where lust affection is a want to and will keep no matter what.
You know what, I'm just going to leave it, and lust for power probably. Never mind.
Yeah, lust for power doesn't mean that you want to have
Incest
sex
might
with power. It just means that you want power.
Yes, but don't just stop at lust. Anyway. Well, I already know what I'm going to do. By the way, can I insight him just to see?
Go
He's not
ahead.
trying to... You have to do the roll, so insight.
Yeah, that's fine. You
whatever.
need to tell me what your insight is. I'm rolling.
It's a +5.
+5. That is a 11 plus 5, which is 16. He is being honest with you.
Very well then. So she needs me in order to gain her power. And she's crumbling, you say? Would me just staying the hell away from her let her die?
Probably not. She'll hunt you to the ends of her earth, and after all, there is a assassin that she sent after you. A skilled one. It took me and 13 a little bit of time to bring down, but we took it down nonetheless. But I'm sure there's plenty that you don't know, and things you wish not to say. Sir Elsyan Aleuir, son of Emiriel, killer of Revalis, rightful heir and ruler to the Aleuir household, and now the 5th in line to replace Zanzibar, leader of Shadowstem.
This assassin knew a lot. Or you just have some weird library here which has a lot of books for research. But I doubt that. Where is the body of this assassin?
He looks over and pats 13. He is with me at all times.
How intact is this body?
Non-existent.
Okay then. Fair enough, I suppose. Thank you for this information.
You're welcome. And I assume your friends are aware you have psionic powers as well.
Yes.
Now, one thing I would also recommend. Your friend, Malcom the Druid. I recommend you ask him to give you his necklace.
His necklace?
If he needs
Why?
persuasion, why?
Why?
They are finding you, somehow, tracking you. That's divination magic. And he has a necklace that protects against that, prevents you from being tracked, prevents you from being found by magic. If you do this, it means she will no longer be able to send assassins and bounty hunters after you so easily. How would they know that you came to this spider's nest? If they were tracking you on the road, they should have attacked you, surely. They have a reason to do this. They have a reason to wait. Or they just arrived. Now I'm more inclined to believe the latter with this, but that's up to you. If you need to persuade him, I'm sure telling him a bunch of assassins down the back of his neck will entice him one day to give you his necklace.
I'm sure. I have my ways, don't you worry. But thank you for the advice.
Well, welcome. Now, Simon. I elect you to get the other two in, and get them in rather than anything else, just because if I drag them, they're going to be in the middle of a conversation.
Sure, right. I'll go with them.
So yeah. And Infernal, as you're resting, you've rolled your hit die already, haven't you?
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, you're rested up, Infernal. We'll say for now, restore anything that comes with a short rest, just because it fits for now. So.
What does... Oh, yeah, okay.
It's in James, which you haven't used. Alright, so. back with the other two. Sasha and Malcom, what are you up to?
Well,
Okay. Well, we've got a number of animals that could work for this. We're trying to work out a way to get to that chest. Would you like to explain our plan?
turn into something, go across, grab it, come back.
Such as...
Uh,
I mean, I'm looking at an octopus. Seems like a decent one because octopi are great. But
That's a 15-foot gap.
I'm aware. Have you ever you've seen what octopuses can do?
Yeah, fit through like pencil-sized holes and stretch, but
Yeah,
they
they
can't
can also-
stretch 15 feet. He can't become a giant octopus.
No, they can climb walls.
True. Okay, that's fine. If you want to become an octopus and do that, you're welcome to do so. I am.
There's also a giant owl.
You can't become that
constrictor-
because it's got flying
become an
speed.
yeah.
Okay, a constrictor snake.
That's fine. If he can climb on walls as a constrictor snake or an octopus, you're welcome to try. I'm going to be having him do rolls, but
A giant wolf spider. I imagine that'd be easier on the whole.
again, he can.
Yes.
Octopus tentacles
I don't
are
know
like
if
5
the
feet.
giant wolf spider could even pick up the thing, so I don't think that any of this stuff could pick it up.
You do realize there's still this right here.
Yeah,
You can-
You don't know that.
Shoot
I've
out.
just put him there because he's sat there at the moment. Where he was last time.
Wait, did he check that
Oh.
chest for a rope?
I found the perfect thing. You can become an ape.
Oh, no, you don't need to tell them anything. You're not there. After all, if they
Okay.
can't figure that
I'm
out,
not
then
here.
if they haven't taken notes or they don't remember, that's
I know. I know that Experiment 13 jumped over, pulled out a rope, and whatever the thing was that he stuck into the ground was, and then jumped back
a pit.
or went around the wall. Yeah, I know that's what happened, but that's why I just don't want to worry about this chest. I want to go up here.
Oh, Vine, if you want to go over that one, sure, we'll go over that one.
Well, I want to go here and deal with the coffins.
As you move back into this room, you can see that the coffins are all still closed. You can see that the tables have been cleared. You can see that the carrion crawler is still there. It's currently curled there, waiting to be told otherwise.
I'm gonna just explore this bit over here because I don't know what's down here.
Okay, you can see a large mat of webs. And give me a perception check.
Just the one dice, I'm assuming.
Yes, just the one dice for this.
Well.
You can see a 20. Or a 20, a chest. You can see a 20.
Yes.
Yes,
Ooh.
you can see a chest. Yeah, there's a chest over there. It seems to be closed. Seems to have some form of a lock on the top of it as well.
I'm just gonna gently start tearing these apart with my warhammer.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Is it okay for me to just sort of walk through them, or?
Yeah. We'll say that over the next few minutes you do that.
I'm
Actually,
gonna
make a
look-
stealth. No, this wouldn't be a stealth check. Never mind. Just leave it.
I'm
See how this
gonna
one here.
look over the coffins and see if any of them look different from the others.
What? You're just looking over the coffins.
Yeah, I'm just looking at them, seeing if any of them look different from the others. Because he said that this one had a skeleton like the one that we fought in the fort.
Yes. So
And-
inside that one was the skeleton with the red bands on it, or a skeleton with the red bands on it,
Yeah.
I should say.
It was the same one.
No, it's definitely not. This one's naturally larger. It looks to have more of a bulky stature, whereas the previous one was quite thin.
Hmm.
Probably from some larger species. So, were you looking inside the coffins or just over?
I just wanted to see if any of them looked different from.
None of them look
Right.
different from each other. Some of they
Right.
seem to have what looks to be something inscribed on the top of them. You can't read it though. Seems to be in some unknown language to you.
Then
But
I'm gonna open this one first.
it's weird one. Oh. You're gonna open that one first. Okay. Give me a strength check with disadvantage because your strength is below 10.
Yeah. I definitely shouldn't be the one opening these things. Oh, never mind. I'm good.
13.
I got this.
You. It slides off. As you do, you can see an empty coffin. This one seems to have nothing in it other than webs. You can see in the corners there seem to be like small spiders. They don't look like the ones that would grow into spiderlings, but there's a small little ball of spiders. And you can see that there's just webs covering the inside of this one. Seems to be quite a nice coffin, similar to the others. It's not just stone, it's like a little bit of padding on the inside as well. This one has blood on the inside. Seems like if there was anything in here, it's been removed recently.
I got an idea. How long will it take me to cast Speak with Animals?
How long does it say on the cast time?
It says 1 action.
Then it will take
But
a spell
it's a
slot.
ritual.
If it's a ritual, then it will take 10 minutes to cast without using a spell slot. If you want to use a spell slot, then it takes 1 action to do so.
I wanna... Wait, can I tell if this is a animal or not?
Make a nature check. You can tell that carrion crawlers aren't animals. They aren't beasts, I should say.
Well, there went that. Alright,
They are in
Next.
fact monstrosities.
next coffin.
Next coffin, make a strength check with disadvantage. What are you doing at the moment, Sasha?
I've gone to this chest now, right?
Yes, you've gone to the chest. You can see that it's firmly locked.
I'd like to try and. Does it look like it's a magic lock, or?
No, it's a physical
Or is
lock.
it Okay. I have Smith's tools on me. I'm just gonna file away at the screws, and just open it.
Okay, make a sleight of hand check. Because you're trying to do this
Wow.
delicately.
If I change that to I smash it with a hammer, can I use strength?
You've said
instead?
you're doing it delicately. Make a sleight of hand check.
Oh, this better go good. Oh, damn! That actually.
15. -1, I assume? 15?
Yeah.
Yeah, with a little bit of work, you file away at it and you file it off and it snaps and you take it out. It does take the best part of like 4 minutes to do so.
C'est la vie.
And Malcom, as you go to push, this one seems stuck. You can't push it. And as you get a little bit of ground on it, and you can feel tendrils on your back at the moment, and you can tell that the carrion crawler is behind you and currently watching what you're doing.
I'm gonna turn around and look at the carrion crawler.
It's staring right at you, and it's got its teeth bared at the moment. Kind of in an aggressive posture. As if it knows you're a friend, but it also knows that what you're doing it shouldn't be.
I'm going to walk away from the thing.
Coffin?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You begin walking away, and it watches you as you go. Ragni's currently in your hood. What way do you go?
I'm gonna go up this way.
Okay. It proceeds to watch you as you move. And it slowly plods after you as you continue moving up that way. Why everything's so off. This is off.
Oh, so it was awkward.
Yes, it was awkward. It was, not entirely sure what it was, but something that caused it to be knocked. Alright, so, Sasha. You open the chest?
Yeah, I open the chest.
Okay.
I'd prefer to be to the side of it when I do so, since most traps that are within chests tend to open into the front rather than the side, but
Okay.
yeah.
In which case, make a strength check.
I believe in you, dice.
Okay, 12. You pull open the chest.
Mhm.
There's a little bit of cobwebs, and as you pull it out, you watch as this giant bundle of tiny spiders just rushes out of the chest
Yeah, that seems about right.
and just completely surrounds the area. Looking inside, you can see what looks to be a singular skull with a hole penetrated through the top of it, and
I'm gonna
underneath you can see a small ball of spiders currently housed within.
I'm just going to use Word of Radiance and kill them all.
Okay.
Is that fair enough?
That's fair enough, you kill them all, yeah. I would like you to make a stealth check with disadvantage now.
Oh no. Oh, okay.
Alright.
It's about as much as I was ever hoping
So,
for.
downstairs, after explaining this all to you, you watch as Grigandel looks up and goes, "Something's in my laboratory." And he just runs off down through the hallway. You watch Experiment 13 bounding after him.
This can't be good.
Do you guys follow?
Yes.
Infernal, your
Elsyan's
or
gonna follow.
Behold, your
Yeah.
full rest hasn't
I'm following
taken.
Queglod.
Yeah. I'll go
Oh,
with
this
them,
is
so I'll
so bad
lead.
for me.
I'll lead Infernal over.
Okay.
Come on, Behold. We better get going.
So, you guys keep going, and we'll say you get there in a moment or two. Sasha, you're currently there. You kill all the spiders. You can now see the skull before you. It's there in the chest. It's got the small hole through the skull of it. And you can see on the insides of it are a bunch of cobwebs, a bunch of small spider eggs that seem to all be lingering like clusters and balls that seem to be hanging on the sides of it. And most of them have now like popped open. There's a little bit of green leaking out the sides.
I'm gonna close it. I'm like, oh, there's nothing important in there.
You close it.
And I'm just gonna come out here and look for Malcom.
Malcom, what are you doing during this time?
Well, I am trying to become friendly with this thing.
Okay. Make an animal handling check with disadvantage. Actually, no, not with disadvantage. Just a straight animal handling check, because it was previously told to be your friend.
I thought it was Behold's friend.
He was told not to be aggressive with the rest of the party.
Okay.
Another 3 back to back.
Yeah.
That's 9.
Yeah. As you try to calm it down, it doesn't seem to be calming at all. It seems to be just watching you intently. And as this happens, there's a boom, a flash behind it. It just swirls its head around, and Sasha just walks out of this corridor, and you can smell like a mild, like burning, almost like a magical scent wafting out of that corridor. And the carrion crawler is now staring at Sasha very aggressively.
What? I found this neat room back here. Hello.
Okay. At this point, I'd like everybody to make strength checks. Elsyan, I'll make yours.
I'm going to die, and I'm ready for it.
Tampering with people's
assume that-
space.
Are we climbing up?
That's a 20. I assume that we're...
Yeah.
Can I climb
You're
up on Behold's back?
Oh, you meant everyone is in
Oh yeah, you're on
that,
Behold's
okay.
Mac. Yeah, that's fine. But yeah,
Yeah.
everybody makes it up successfully enough. You make your way up and you climb. Just gonna roll for the other two. Okay, yeah. Experiment 13 bounces off of the walls and makes his way up. He's one of the first ones in there. And you watch shortly after casting your spell, you watch as all of the others just rush into the room. At this point.
Hello.
What do you think you're doing?
I mean, I found a room back here.
Would you like it if someone came to your home and raided your things?
Wait, this bit over here's your room? I thought you were just in that bit over there with the coffins
Everything here is mine.
But I swear we saw some spiders come up here, come up into the holes in the ceiling anyway. I just assumed it was more the hive.
What are you forgetting about that I was entrapped up here? And I'm supposed to be under the control of the Inquisitor, who is now dead.
Oh. Right, well, my apologies. I just assumed it was more of the hive, and I wanted to explore before we left.
No. And he looks over at the currently two opened coffins that have been placed over here. And one of you two is looking through my things.
That one was not me. That one was not me.
He walks over and he pulls the two coffin lids back on with Experiment 13's help. And currently the carrion crawler just sees him coming and he calms her down and strokes her a bit, and she calms down, just nestles back into her area. So you thought you could just waltz up here and take my things and look around?
Is this directed to Malcom or me or both of us?
This is both of you.
Again, apologies. I'm a little slow on the uptake sometimes. I'm sorry.
And what do you have to say for yourself, Malcom?
I just came to find our target, which would make it a little bit easier for you to survive getting out of here.
I told you, I have never seen that thing before.
You might not have seen him, but they might have stashed him up here.
In the coffins
Somewhere.
that I own, that I told you contain skeletons of those which have red bands on. I told you these things. If you choose not to believe me, then why did you not kill me so long ago?
It's not that I didn't believe you, it's just I was trying to make sure it would be easier for you to get out of here alive like you wanted.
And why were you rifling through my things if you didn't believe me? I know this place inside and out. Forget it. Go on your way.
Right. Again, I was up here because I thought it was more of a hive to explore. Seeing as it's not, I'll just.
The rest of you watch this happen, by the way, and Bhold, you can see again.
Can I say you've got a lovely laboratory.
Are you going down, Harlan?
Oh yeah, I'm going down.
Okay, make an acrobatics. Make an acrobatics check.
If there's a rope, I'm going down. If
There
there's
isn't
not
a rope, and
then I'm all right. I'll just go this way. Hi guys. And Sasha just disappears.
okay, so Sasha just walks off.
There's a lot of tension here.
He turns and has a piercing look towards you, Malcom. Well.
What?
He's looking at Malcom at the moment.
Looks like my connection is about.
Mm.
I can hear anything for like 5 seconds.
I had to take my headset off for a sec because somebody was talking.
No one was saying anything.
I was going to bet this word again.
Okay, animal handling check with advantage because you're friends with it. What do we got here? 17 plus whatever. Yeah, you pet it and it kind of it begins to playfully bite you. It doesn't hurt you. It's just playfully biting and nibbling against you and nuzzling up to you almost. Seems to be getting along fine. So, Malcom, seeing as you're rifling through my things, may I rifle through yours?
Well, I've got nothing to hide, so...
Okay. It's going to make a sleight of hand check then. Okay. You watch as he grabs the amulet from around your neck, pulls it off, turns around and tosses it to Elsyan.
I'm
Dexterity
going to
check for
try and
Elsyan.
catch this. Please do.
Yep, that is an 18 plus whatever your dexterity is, which is like a +3, so that's 21. You catch it easily. You now have the amulet of protection against location and divination magic, effectively. I believe this is best suited to keep you guys alive. Seeing as you're going to rifle through my things, I think that rightfully belongs to him. And he's just gonna waltz off and says, "When you're ready and you've got a plan to get out of here, tell me. I'll be waiting near the entrance. Come on, 13." And 13 swiftly follows him. You're all left alone in the chamber. Malcom producing light, and the rest of you have walked in on it. Sasha's wandered off on her own. Sasha, make a strength check. Yeah, this will be a strength check because you're climbing down a rope.
Ooh, that was almost close.
17. Okay.
Shimmy.
Yeah, shimmy down the rope. You're now back in the main chamber.
Yeah.
What would you like to do? Just to
I'm
everybody
just gonna look around this place and look for any usable scrap metal.
Okay, make an investigation check with disadvantage.
I didn't assume there'd be much of it, but yeah, it's worth a chance since I'm down here.
Okay. Looking through, you find mostly rusted pieces. The metal on it seems to be corroded so much and made from pig iron that it doesn't seem to be workable or usable. You wouldn't really be able to get much out of it.
A shame. Ah, well. I do.
Queglod, would you like to do anything?
Well, I guess we should go and find Sasha if we're not doing anything up here. Yeah, but I'm not going to go off on my own if you guys want to stay up here. So I guess it really depends on what Malcom and Elsyan are doing.
No, Elsyan is currently putting on that amulet.
Okay.
Elsyan, you are now currently wearing the amulet.
Perfect.
What does that amulet do again?
Protects him against divination magic.
That's probably
explain
good for you,
why.
given how shady as shit you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it may
Well.
save your life as well.
Well,
Let's not go that far.
No, it will.
It will.
yeah, it probably will, to be honest. Well, if that's everything sorted up here, I propose we go and look for Sasha. Make sure that she doesn't wander off too far.
That's probably a smart idea. Oh, and Malcom, thank you for the amulet.
Malcolm?
I'm just walking away.
Okay.
That's right, feel shame.
Which way are you going?
The way we came from.
Where you came from. Okay. Behold, do you follow, or...?
Is it getting darker when he's walking away?
Yes.
Alright, I follow.
Okay. You wave your last goodbye, and she lies down, and you move round. You will make your way out, unless anybody else has anything else they wish to do.
No, I don't think so.
No, as we're leaving, I'm just going to say to the others, did any of you notice how protective he was of his belongings? He doesn't seem to be bringing any of them with him. Oh well.
It's because he's hiding something, but
Got incredibly acute senses for this room. Maybe for the entire area, to be honest.
doesn't want his search history to be found.
So, you make your way out. Heading back down the rope. Strength check from everybody, please. And I need to do a bunch of rolls for this as well. So, person going first down, person going second down, person going third down, person going fourth down.
11.
Queglod, you don't need to roll because you're on
Yep.
Hold's back. What was yours, Malcolm? As you go to climb down the rope, the piton loosens and it cracks, and you fall down it. You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Can I stop rolling,
Hits the
please?
ground. You're going to go in and
hello there.
You can take the red dice or the black die.
Yes. I had a quick check through all this stuff and I couldn't find any workable metals, so, well, anyone who wants anything made is going to have to pay for it out of their own pocket. I was thinking we check out that room with all the dead bodies, just in case we missed any of them, in case that was where the, but that is probably quite unlikely.
We didn't have much time to be thorough last time.
That's true.
Might be a good idea to have another check.
And, of course, then we head out and make sure that Grendel doesn't die.
We should come up with a plan for how exactly we're going to get him out.
I mean,
The rest of the card.
I mean, let's be honest, there are only going to be a few. We took out all of the Taratan according to Grendel. So at least there's not going to be that issue, and we can deal with the giant spiders and the spiderlings quite easily. But if it is an issue, then how about I will of course stay in front of Grendel to make sure he doesn't, get killed, and keep healing him. The rest of you go as a sort of a frontal party, so as not to, I'm just sort of shouting across this gap here. Let me just come round. That's better. And whilst the rest of you sort of go as a frontal party to, well, first things first, we have to destroy the Bloodstone so that the Dryads can bring their forces into this area. But
once the last stone is destroyed, the Dryads will be able to flood the place. I suggest we hit that and then run out as quickly as we can.
That would be a good plan. We'll try and keep Grendel safe. I would say maybe keep an eye on them. It's not that I don't trust them, it's just that I've been burnt before.
Understandable. Well, in any case, we'll need to explain to our allies.
Oh, a brief moment. That's
Sure.
You do talk as you go along.
Yes, we'll have to explain to our allies why we're working with one of the Taratan. Make sure they don't try to kill him as soon as they see him.
Elsyan, Bhold, do you have anything? No?
No.
Wait, what?
So what are you guys doing next? No?
I assume
Nothing?
we're
You're
going
standing
to-
around and sitting
I
there?
assumed we were going up here. Well,
I'm just leaning up against my staff.
that was my understanding. We're going to go up here and then leave, unless we discover anything.
Okay.
I think leaving
Changes our plans. Yeah.
probably the only thing. I thought that's what we'd be doing anyway.
Okay, so entering this room and now getting a better look at it, Mr. Elsyan, you can see that a bunch of things have been left behind on the corpses. You can see what look to be two relatively heavy coin purses, You can see what looks to be a quiver filled with arrows, and what looks to be a singular bow has been left behind, along with 2 dented shields, which are currently leaning up against the wall on the right-hand side. You can also see that the spider in the center has not been touched; it still has its mandibles intact. This is due to him having now a passive investigation of 20, so everybody understands. And you also notice that there is a symbol on this portion of the wall. It's very faint. It is made to look almost perfectly natural. There is a symbol on the wall. It's carved into it.
I'm going to have a closer look at the symbol.
Okay.
After picking up those 2 heavy coin purses. So I should have mentioned that.
That's fine. You swiftly grab those 2 and head back to where it is. You managed to find a total of... Find a grand total of 17 gold pieces and 15 silver pieces. The individuals also look to be wearing what looks to be old commoner clothes, so for commoner that's a relative amount to be carrying with them. Probably about a day's wages or so. Maybe a little bit.
How many silver pieces, sorry?
17, didn't I say?
Hello.
That was gold.
Yep, 70.
That was the gold. Okay, in which case it was 50.
Cool. Just doing maths, it's dangerous. There you go.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, look, we're back here.
Yes,
Nice.
so
Totally here for.
you investigate the remainder of the coin purses and you pick up that much, you pocket it. And you go to investigate the marking on the wall.
Yes.
Okay. You can see that it's of a circular design with a spider engraved into it. However, unlike the previous ones which you've seen, this one has a second circle on the abdomen, and it has 10 distinct lines coming off of it that kind of breach the circle itself. Think the chaos symbol.
I'm with you.
So, does it look, for example, a tad like a spider's web?
Not quite. So if we assume that this is the abdomen, amazing drawing, I know. You would have the circle on there, and then you would have the and you'd have the lines like that.
Right.
And it's on the abdomen of it. And you notice that it's a very unique aspect to the wet.
How big
symbol.
would you say this is?
What symbol?
Yeah.
Football-sized-ish. The entire symbol, totally.
Yeah.
But it's carved in very well that it blends in with the stone itself that it's put upon.
Is it me, or does that seem like one of those things that you poke and a door opens or something? Elsyan, touch it.
Sasha, why don't you come over here and touch it if you really want to?
I'm going over to have a look at some shields I didn't have time to fully check over. You can touch yourself or whatever. Whenever you like.
The 2 shields are dented and battered. They don't seem to be that great, and they'd probably break after a few taken blows, but I mean they could probably be used for scrap.
Probably be used for scrap. I'm good with that. I'm just gonna pick them up, honestly.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I have enough weight on me to be able to pick up 2 shields.
Yeah, I believe a shield is £6, so that'll be 2 of those.
Yeah.
Anybody else like to do anything while in this room?
Nope.
Are you investigating further, Elsyan?
Elsyan is going to poke this thing with the end of his staff.
Okay.
Just to make sure that there's no horrifying traps or buttons.
As you poke with the end of your staff onto the stone, you feel it shift slightly underneath. Doesn't appear to have done much other than maybe move the stone slightly, which is strange for stone.
I am going to try and push harder with the stick, with my staff onto it.
As you
I don't trust you. I feel my hand might get cut off.
Okay. As you push the staff further in the circle part of the abdomen, it sockets into place. And you watch as this happens, you hear a what do you hear?
Let's do a perception on that. Well,
It'll be an investigation from all of you.
Okay.
If anybody is close by and wants to investigate.
Investigation.
I know. Your passive investigation is 20, I know.
21.
True. Fine, 21. But still.
Does he notice anything?
No.
A long investigation.
I mean, I've picked up my shields. I'd be looking over at this point, I imagine.
Okay.
Sure.
If anybody else wants to look over, you're welcome to do so.
Yeah, I'll have a look as well.
That's a 14.
Okay, and I'll roll for you as well, I assume, while you're here. That's a total of 19, so that is a 4. No. Consider investigation is at 11, so that's a 30 investigation. Well, while the rest of you are fumbling around trying to figure out what this does, Elsyan, as you pull your stuff back and you take a look inside, you can see that there is a small compartment on the left side that has now been revealed to you. What would you like to do?
Oh.
What is in this compartment?
I don't know. If you want to put your hand in, you're welcome to.
Conveniently, diamonds.
What was your DC, Malcolm? Or what was your total?
18.
Yeah, you weren't close enough.
I am going to send into said compartment a spider ball bearing.
And you're going to take a look?
And take a little look-see.
Yes. By the way, I am using position to verify what's taking place. So if you want to do something, you can move closer. So, effectively, because you're over there, your DC was worse. But yeah. So, as you're looking inside and you send a spider ball bearing, it climbs and it scatters inside and it has a look through. You can see what looks to be a very, very small bead of some kind. It's strange orange in colour, and it's just sat there.
Now that he's sent his thing into it, can I see this as well?
What was your total investigation?
Only a 14, I'm afraid.
It's a hole in the wall. Stick your hand in it.
Huh? You know what? Yeah. Look, a hole in the wall. Let me put my hand in it. I'm gonna pick up what's in the hole.
I feel this is going to be enough, but it's definitely not a mimic situation where this is trying so hard to make us terrified.
I'm putting my hand in the hole. And
No! Queglod, what are you doing?
I'm putting... Oh.
Queglod was saying something.
Am I doing something?
You were saying something,
I
weren't
might
you?
have pressed something by accident.
Oh,
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm putting my hand in the hole and I'm picking up the thing.
Okay, make another investigation check with advantage. We'll see if you can actually find it. And also, Elsyan, your spider orb is still in there. Okay, you grab a small spherical object.
I pull it out and look at it. Is it the spider?
Yes, it is indeed.
Oh,
Zap him.
Elzyan.
Alright. Okay, make an attack.
I throw it at Elzyan.
What's the attack roll? No, it's zapping you. What's the attack bonus?
Not enough.
No, not enough. It strikes you as you do it. What do you do with the ball bearing?
I throw it at Elzyan.
Okay.
Do I imagine I need to make some sort of roll for that?
Yeah, sure. It won't do any damage, but you can throw it all the same. Throw it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's sort of like a jerky. Oh, get that thing away! It was like a static shock.
Yeah, you throw it away. It a little bit surprised you, and it hit. And no, Elsyan does not catch it. He goes to catch it. It just passes in between his fingers. It hits the wall behind. And it clanks to the ground. How many hit points does the spider orb have?
Not sure. Trying to find thing for it, but I won't.
I can double check for you real quick.
No, this is a diet.
I believe it'd be somewhere in the range of not many.
It will be in the range of 1 to 2, and if it's 2, it survives. If it's 1, it's dead. Yeah, it's dead. Yeah, as you...
Oh, yeah.
Actually, no, that was more of a soft toss. I'm gonna roll a d4. And if I roll a 1 or a 2, it's alive still. Yeah, it's alive. It hits the ground, it's a little bit dented, it's used to wear and tear, but that was a little bit unfortunate for it. But it's fine.
Ugh. What is it with all of these spiders in this place? Ugh. Yeah, I know it was one of yours, Elsyan.
You're a fucking asshole.
Oh, what? I'm sorry. I didn't know you'd you'd put something in there. Well, maybe I did. I don't remember. I'm very confused and tired. And I need
Would
more
you like
alcohol.
to do anything?
Me?
Any of you. If any of you would like to do anything, you're welcome to do so.
I mean, I want to try and reach in and grab that and see if there's anything else in there.
I'm going to say Elsyan will be the first one to do it if he wants to. You can
That's
choose
fair.
whether to let him to do it or not at this point. You've seen his
No,
intent.
I'm not gonna let him.
Just gonna do the ritual thing.
Which one? Speak with animals?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that'll take 10 minutes, so you guys will probably have to wait around while he's casting. Actually, no, you can still move and stuff while doing that. Just if you get into combat to cast a spell, you're going to have to break the casting time. Which means you'll then have to restart, and so on.
Right. Wait.
Sasha, you reach in. As you reach around the corner, you can feel the small pocket, and you grab the small bead. It's in there. It's small. Your hand can just about reach in there.
Yeah, I'm grabbing it.
Okay. You grab the bead and you pull it out. Small orange bead. It's about the size of a pea.
And I'm gonna start doing identify.
Okay. So this is going to take you 10 minutes to cast Identify Ritual.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Does anybody else want to do that during this time? Anything else? Short. Well, we can say at this point, Bhold, you can have your short rest go through.
What do you mean?
So if anything you need to do, just do it now, effectively.
Oh, I already healed earlier, so I didn't do it. Also, I don't have any hit counts left.
You don't have any hit die left.
Yep.
Okay. Do bear in mind that you gain half as many, or you gain half your level's worth of hit die each long rest. So most of the case it hasn't been a problem, but it has been for a few of these things.
You get a what after a long rest?
Half of your hit die back, half of your hit count.
Ah,
No one's doing anything?
No, Elsyan.
I mean, I'm just kind of doing my thing.
Same here.
Like,
is rage after a long rest or a short rest?
Rage is after a long rest.
Well, while we're waiting for Harlan, can I have a look at my well, for Sasha, I should say. Can I have a look at my necklace that I got?
Oh yes, make an Arcana check, please.
Yeah. I just want to see, like, if I recognise what it might do if I were to put it on.
You used to use these during the initiation of the organization. This is a medallion of thoughts.
Ooh.
Let me just get that up for you real quick, so you can add that to your stuff. Medallion of Thoughts. Where you at? Do I have it in this list? No, I don't have it in this list. It's in the other one then. Okay. Did I not save the Medallion of Thoughts?
I'm gonna. Okay.
No, I didn't. I'll get you the details from Medallion of Thoughts later. If you want me to read them out to you now, I can.
Alright, Chris, I'm gonna pull out the orb and try and see if there's anyone else other than us here.
Okay. As you concentrate, you can't sense anybody nearby.
Okay.
It's seeming you can only do this once per day.
Ah. Okay.
Okay, so it's a Medallion of Thought. I don't know my alphabet. That's good to know. There it is. Medallion of Thoughts. Requires attunement. The medallion has 3 charges. While wearing it, you can use your action to expend 1 charge to cast the Detect Thoughts spell. Save DC is 13. The medallion regains 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn. That's what it does.
Okay.
Yay. And who has this?
Queglod.
Me.
You don't know this though, because she did this over here. The only one who might have seen this would be Bhold, and he's currently like leaning up against a wall and napping almost. You're casting the Identify spell. You're casting the Speak with Animals, Malcom. Elsyan, are you doing anything for these 10 minutes?
I think Elsyan's just sitting down, resting as best as he can.
Okay. So,
Filthy area designed only for dwarf.
okay. Ritual casting, Identify. You go through you look at the stone. This is an Ioun stone. You're not sure which one though.
What?
An Ioun stone. From general understanding, you know that these stones are stones of power. Generally, they were very rare. They were made by individuals to grant particular benefits for the individual. They would usually end up orbiting a person, so like a small crystal floating around someone. This one seems to be in a perfectly sphere amber colour, and you're not quite entirely sure what this does. Most of the ones you'd maybe seen 1 or 2 in your past with particularly powerful individuals who would wear them on a regular basis to gain certain benefits, such as not needing to eat or drink, allowing them to go on and do particular things for long periods of time, being able to be more durable in any given situation, things like that. This one is unique to you. You haven't seen anything like it. Either that is you haven't seen this type of variant, or this is a new one that you don't know of. And Malcom, you finish casting the Speak with Animals spell.
I mean, can I not try and identify what it does? At least vaguely?
No, not this one.
Hmm.
You know that it's an Ioun stone, though, so you know its effect is positive. But you'll have to spend a 15-minute rest to attune to it, which you do have the rest of if you wished to do so.
I think for the moment I'm just gonna like slip it into I'm just gonna slip it into my bag and just sort of like
Make a sleight of hand check.
That's something to. I'm not doing this stealthily. I'm just putting the damn thing in my bag.
Oh, okay. Then everybody except. Actually, no, everybody would notice this except for Malcom, who's currently casting the Speak with Animals spell.
I don't know what it does, so I'm just going to put it in the bag and we'll have a look at it later. Is that fair enough to everyone?
All right then.
I suppose.
Coolio. Well, honestly, it could just be a bit of pretty, but it probably isn't. So once I have once I've gathered some magical energy, I'll give it another look see. Oh, I think now's the time when we should be heading off. If we have not got anything else to do.
Okay, so Malcom, you've finished casting your Speak with Animals spell. You've got Arachne in your hand. She is steadily breathing. She's still covered in the red blood-like liquid, and the blue tethers around her seem to be fading and receding back to where they came from at this point.
Arachne, can you hear me?
There's a very faint kind of gasp almost for air. It's very weak.
I honestly have no idea what to do with it now, so I just give up.
And by give up, you mean...
Stop using the spell.
Okay. Fine. So,
Right.
you end the concentration on Speak with Animals. What would you like to do?
I'm just ready to leave.
I'm just going to go over here and be in the leaving party. Oh god.
No, don't bring these things back. Alright.
Yep, ignoring it.
So,
Queglod.
Elsyan,
Yes, I guess we're ready to head off.
you got anything else to do, or are you leaving?
I think I'm leaving. I don't think I've got anything else.
Okay. What is the marching order? And by the way, as you travel, you can answer this in a second, so you can think about what you want to do. As you're moving through the chamber, you notice that the webbing seems to be falling apart now, like it's been torn down by something on its way through. You imagine that this is probably 3 or 13 as they're moving. And you notice that all the spiderlings in the area are gone. Either fled or killed or something, but they've gone. As you travel through, you eventually head to the slope leading upwards, and you can start seeing sunshine now. Behold, you're able to actually see without the light spell at last. And you can see Gree standing at the end, or... Actually, no, you don't. You see what looks to be an elf individual standing at the entrance, and you don't see Gree or 13 anywhere.
I'll be going first as the defendy person, if that's alright by everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So, Sasha first. Just going to move over here for this, because I can out now. Let's move it. Sasha, then who?
I guess it can be me.
Okay. Infernal, or...
I'd say probably then Infernal, then
and
me, then
Queglod.
Elsyan.
Then I'll sit at the back.
Yeah.
Ready to
Okay.
stab you all at the back. Wait, what?
Wait, what? No, I don't mean... I mean, what?
You've got to get through 3 brains to get to me, and I'm short.
Don't worry, I'll find a way. Bhold is pretty big. I can make him fall on you.
Valid strategy.
Hello there.
Ah, you finally arrived. Got the same voice as Gree.
Sorry, Grendel?
I believe Queglod is more accustomed to this sort of thing. Maybe. I don't know.
You're okay. I'm guessing some sort of shape changing or illusion or something. Yeah.
Disguise, yes. I'm
Okay.
a warlock.
Where's 13 gone?
He pulls open his pocket and you watch as this small black bird like pokes its head up.
Cool. Who's that? That was Infernal.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, he DC'd, he's having internet troubles.
Well, cool. So basic plan is I'll be going in front of you and I'll be going next to or in front of you. As sort of a main defense for you to keep you alive. The others will, if everyone's alright with it, go as a sort of frontal party to intercept anything that should come towards you.
Well, if you play your cards right, I should be able to get out just fine.
But better safe than sorry.
That is fair.
Right.
Okay, so you make your way up the remainder of the dirt tunnel leading up into the into what remains of the top part of the nest. You can see that the webbing that's around the outside that spirals up. You can see the crystal hanging there, and again, Elsyan, you notice this first. The entire crystal is covered in cracks, except for a small portion which it's being held up by.
Grendel, you're fine with us just smashing the shit out of this thing before we go?
Sure, I don't need any of it.
Cool. I'm going to ready a sacred flame and just fling it at this thing with my mace.
Okay.
Like think
Give me
baseball swing.
Okay.
Like swing.
Okay. Give me an attack roll.
Well, it's a deck save. So
It's a
since it
deck
can't move-
save. Oh well, it automatically fails those. So
Oh.
your sacred flame, it flies up and it strikes the side of it, seemingly no effect. But then there's this ting, and you just watch as it falls slowly towards you guys. Then it crashes onto the ground.
Home run! I don't know why I said that.
I don't know either. But yeah, it crashes to the ground, it scatters into small pieces, and you see this small gem flop out and land nearby.
Oh, I'll just go over to it and pick it up and see what it is.
Go ahead. It's a blood essence.
Oh, this is one of those blood essences.
Go ahead. I've collected my fair share. I don't need them from crystals. I need them from Taratan.
Fair enough. Thank you very much. I'll hang on to this and I'll use it in my smithering, if that's all right.
Go ahead.
Yeah, very well then.
I also put that in my bag.
Okay, add that to your inventory. As this happens, you watch as the red glow or the red hue of the sky from outside flickers and then drops, and you watch as this small stampede of treants is currently running towards your general location. And you watch as this Dryad is currently leading the charge, and he goes, "Well, time for you to shine."
Hello, friends!
What's going on? You've lowered the barrier at last, I see.
Yes.
Any trouble inside?
Hello. A little. There was a vam plant. Which,
A what?
A vam plant. Think.
He doesn't seem
Big
to know what it is.
What are those plants that like eat things?
Venus flytraps?
You think a really big one of those, but with a giant bloodstone as a face in the mouth part, and shooting out lots of life-draining magic.
I don't know what a bloodstone is, but who's this? And is there anything else that we need to deal with down there?
Nothing we could see. You
watch as the treants start tearing, like, just the general canopy of the nest above, just tearing it down.
Gree, is the carrion crawler going to be all right?
You saying this out loud?
I'm just saying to him, Gree, the crawler, is it going to be fine? What's just sort of like it's not like a loud thing. It's just going to be sort of like a sort of
just a general talking to him, but not
not everyone's going to hear this. So I'm just going to say to him, like, I'm not intending for anyone to overhear it, but it wouldn't be too difficult to overhear it.
The moment they enter, she'll find her own way out.
No, all right. Yes, it should be good to just have at it as you like. Malcom, you're the expert on this front. What did any animals or anything? Any other information we've got about this place?
Well, we couldn't find your friend that was inside.
Yes.
That's unfortunate.
We don't know exactly what happened to him, but there might have been a chance that they used him as a sacrifice for summoning what Sasha called Vamp Plant.
A sacrifice? Is there any piece of it left at all?
I believe we have a piece.
I'll be honest, I don't remember.
And anything will do. If he has been, I'll be able to locate him. Potentially.
How about the...
Did anyone pick up anything from that?
How about the stuff...
Yeah, Bhold did, but he's not here. And knowing Bhold, he's not giving it up.
Yeah, Bhold wouldn't give it
But
up.
would Queglod know that Bhold picked it up?
Nobody knew. Because
Nobody
we all
knows.
left.
He did it on his own. It was just gone when you got back. Hello, speaking of which. You're currently in a dilemma where the Dryad wants a piece of the Van plant, and you're the only one with pieces of the Van plant.
Can you explain what the fuck happened?
So you guys, as a party, you guys went up. You destroyed the last crystal. The treants started running towards you. They tore down the nest, and then they were making their way down. The Dryad has asked you what has happened, if there's anything else they can work with. Gree has used disguise self on himself to make himself look like an elf. And you guys are currently talking to the Dryad, and she's basically asked for a piece of the van plant so she can use it.
4?
She just said to try and locate him.
Wait, locate what?
The other Dryad
I
you're supposed to be looking for.
Yeah, the Dryad that we were supposed to look for, there might have been a chance that he was used as a sacrifice.
I shall give him one of my van plant petals.
Okay.
Or wait, can I give him one of the crystals from the...
Smaller crystals? Yeah.
Yeah, one of the normal crystals.
Okay, so you hand over one of the chunks of crystal. It's, you pull it out of your bag. It's about egg-sized. Relatively regular, just a regular egg size.
Yeah, the van plant crystals that I got 20 of them.
Yeah, you pass it to her, and she goes, "Thank you. I might be able to make something of this." And did you want an escort back?
Is there any other dangers other than the
Maybe road bandits, but probably not at this time. And she looks up, and it's about midday at this point.
I think very good. Oh, there was also the possibility that your friend, brother, whatever. Sorry, apologies, I don't quite remember. Was sent to the capital of the hive, but I don't necessarily know exactly what that means.
I have no idea. If he has, I'll try and find him. But thank you. You've done a lot so far.
Not a problem. Not a problem.
Capital would be anywhere underground, would it?
What did you say, Queglod?
After you.
So the capital wouldn't be anywhere underground, would it? You said that was where these things came from.
Who are you talking to?
To the Dryad?
It's possible, but they would have come from very deep underground. I wouldn't be able to go that far.
I see.
Right. Well, I don't suppose it would be possible for any of the remains of the spiders you find in there. Would it be possible to let us take a few pieces of proof that we killed them or that they were dealt with?
You have mandibles.
Are you saying that as a DM, or are you saying that as a?
I'm saying that as a DM. You have mandibles.
Or
are you talking to her and asking if you're allowed to have them?
I'm talking to her.
Ah, I see.
Like, they're going in there and they're going to be tearing through that place.
By all means, go ahead.
Right. Excellent. Well, is that everything?
I believe so. Thank you all the same. And she just rushes past and runs down the thing, and you watch as the treants just barrel after her.
Good luck! Right. I mean, technically you're out of the hive, but where do you want to go? Gree.
Well, I'm planning to go to Adamanthia. Seems like a nice enough city.
Oh, we're heading there as well.
I probably wouldn't be able to head the same way as you, although I might be able to.
We've got a friend who has a portal. Maybe we could have that speed things along.
Maybe.
By the way, I don't suppose you think, is there anything they're going to find in there in your laboratory or anywhere else that would be
skeletons? Other than that, they might find a few bits of old paper if I left any behind, but I don't think I did.
Fair.
Carrion will be able to make her way out. She'll be able to burrow through the walls.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, they might find the oddity, but it's fine. I didn't care for it anyway.
The oddity?
Yes, it's a fun little plaything that I found in there. It's a chest. It eats people.
That's fun.
I found a chest and I was using it for breeding some smaller spiders, trying to get my studies up and as best I could, and unfortunately something got in there. and, well, it ate the contents and tried to eat me.
Would that be a mimic?
I'm gonna say roll a...
Yeah, that's fair.
What would this be? Mimics are monstrosities, I think, so...
Dungeoneering?
There's no dungeoneering. This would be Arcana.
Oh, there isn't. Fuck, I forgot.
This would be Arcana. That's the best I got for this. 6? No.
5.
You don't know. You don't know what a mimic is. It's a chest with teeth. That's all you've been told.
Ah, that's a tooth chest. Yes. That's the thing.
Elsyan, you know what a mimic is.
Oh, you just give it to him. Well, yeah. Well.
Passive Arcana of 16, a book of lore in his inventory. Yeah, he knows what a mimic is.
Yeah. Right, well, I say we get moving. You know what? This is a good chance to actually have a bit of a chat. Is everyone good to start heading off, by the way?
That's a yes. Alright.
Yeah. There's no reason for us to stick around.
Right.
So you guys all start heading back through the forest, making your way down across the road.
Now, I'm aware
back
of
towards
some...
the town, I assume.
What are your thoughts on the spider god?
There is only one spider god, Zenfir.
Oh, is there? Zenfir, right? Sorry, I like to learn about religions, cleric and all.
That's understandable. Yes.
So I
have nothing against you. I have something against my brethren who believe otherwise.
Fair enough. So what does Zenfir stand for? I have a bit of basic knowledge, but I mainly know just the name with the whole spiders and.
Zenfir is that of blood and spiders. She is the one who grants us the power to wield blood as a tool to be used. Hematurgy, as it's more commonly known. It is an interesting tool that we've used in the past in most cases to bring about new offspring and grant us additional fertility. She is worshipped as the goddess of spiders to us, and that is what we rightfully treat her as. But
excellent.
Things have taken a turn in the capital.
Oh.
And the one who now rules has changed her mind on who she follows. I am one of a group that believes otherwise.
I would imagine either she no longer follows Zenfir, or has changed, or has given up gods altogether, or something along that line.
She no longer follows Zenfir. She's a danger to us and our kind. We are the loyalists, the ones who are left. I have my own jobs, which is why I needed to get out of that wretched place. But I couldn't be the one to kill the Inquisitor. If I do, they know my face.
Right.
So this change in allegiances, is this connected with the Taratan becoming more aggressive recently?
Very much so. The previous queen was definitely a more worthy one. She understood when to take fights and when to leave them, how to preserve our numbers, how to breed, how to bring about new colonies freely within the Underdark, being able to harvest creatures, agriculture, that sort of thing. We had webs, we had nests, we had hives, we had hatcheries and nesting grounds, we had feeding grounds, and we had everything we ever needed. This new one is young, she does not understand. She thinks us locusts, ones who move from land to land, taking what we will, burning it in our stead. She doesn't understand the way of life. Blood is everything. It's not just a lack of experience. She worships something else. We're not sure what, but it's not Zenfir. Her clerics are believed to be deriving their power from this new god, one who has taken up the stand in that of blood. He has no right. You can see is now, even under his disguise, his expression is changing to that of one of anger. And he is very much upset by this. And seems to be... You've seen him only ever angry like this once before, and that was when you were rifling through his things. So this seems to be his hatred emotion.
Well, my apologies for what you've been through. Should you wish to contact us to do other work for you, I can't say that any of us would be opposed. If this new queen of yours, well, not of yours, obviously, because you know what I mean, is what is causing all the rapid and aggressive and quite frankly dangerous expansion. Well, not expansion, but raiding, shall we say, or dangerous growth. I don't know quite how to word it. Then, of course, there'd be nothing against. I certainly have nothing against helping if you had need of it.
But now I've got my own things to do. Maybe in the future, but not right now. We'll see what ends up coming about.
Well, good. Well, no matter what, good luck with your future. Now,
I think this is where we shall part ways. I'm going to make my own way to the city. I thank your offer, but I need to head underground and make my way in that way. And I'll be up to handle my own if I get spotted, don't worry.
There is a...
What'd you say, Queglod?
I suppose you can't stay in that disguise all the time, can you?
You watch as the form drops and he just snaps his fingers and it reforms.
Fair.
I have a mask of many faces. And he gives you like a mild nod. No. No, it's not what you think it is. Queglod would recognize this, though. This is a evocation.
Right. Well, in that case, there's a... what are the names? Morbins? Morden?
Morbin.
There's a, well, I believe now mostly empty Morbin city that was destroyed underneath the city. Well, that may be of interest to you.
You watch as after you just mentioned an abandoned Morbin city, he ignores the rest of your sentence and he's now just like pondering and like scratching his chin. You watch as his hand just goes through his chin as he does this though, because of the disguise self. I'll use that, thank you.
Try not to stir up too much trouble though, otherwise, let's say there are people prepared to deal with that down there if something.
Do not worry. I'll be fine.
Well, good luck.
Gives a nod and he heads off elsewhere through the forest. So, you guys make your way through the forest, traveling along the way. The wind against your face. It's a nice clear day out. There don't seem to be many clouds in the sky. There's no rain, no storms. It's a nice day. And you reach the town at about 4 PM at this time. And I think there we will take a quick break. So, we will be back momentarily. Alright, here we go. They can hear us now. Right. Let's move back to here. And let's turn off this bard ballad. Alright, so. We're missing everybody. Or we're missing everybody?
Apologies.
Yes,
so
we are.
I'm back. Apologies, I'm back.
That's fine. You missed
So
me.
I'm
We're
Russian
missing
now.
everyone.
You missed. Okay, we're not missing anyone now. Alright, so. As you're No, it's not raining. Turn the rain off. As you're making you make your way through the forest and you make your way back into Oaksmith, and you can see, as you walk in, you can see the people wandering around as normal. You can see a few individuals who you've seen quite a bit. They notice you coming back, and they kind of point you out and they talk to each other, but then they go back about their business. They don't seem to care all that much. You make your way back into town. Where would you like to go?
I would like to go to the other inn that had the quest board in it, because, yeah.
Yes. Okay. Everybody else following? or-
Quick question:
Sure.
Did we have I thought it was like a long way through that forest. Did we not rest at any point?
Oh yeah, did we find the horses and go back?
The horses are at an inn in the town.
Oh,
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
forgot
so-
we left them at the
Yeah,
town.
the journey going from the nest to the town is nice and quick. The journey going from the town to Fort Verdant and then to the nest is the long one.
Oh.
It's about a 4-hour journey from one to the other, and then it takes about a 3 to 4 hour journey-ish going to Fort Verdant, and then the rest of the way going that way, as far as I'm aware.
So it's like a decent nighttime now, right?
It's maybe 4 or 5 in the evening by the
Okay.
time you get there.
Getting there.
So, because you finished up when you were around about 12, or at around about 12. So yeah, you make your way into town. You'll head to the one with the bounty board in, and you head in. The building seems to be vacated for what it is. The chairs are being pulled down as if they're getting ready for business to start arriving. The barkeeper's behind there, and the bounty board is clear, other than the peg that you tore the thing off of.
Have we got the? Have we still got the sheet of paper with the bounty on?
Yep, I got it.
I think.
Oh, Sasha, can you
Hmm?
check on the horses?
Horses? I don't do horses.
Just check if they're still here.
Wrong one.
We should go have a look for them.
It's the other one that we left them at.
Yeah, the other tavern.
Yep.
Why don't you finish up here and we'll go and check in on them.
So you three have, so it will be Malcom, Elsyan, and Sasha who are currently handing in the notice, and then everybody else or then Queglod and Bhold who are going to check the horses.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
So as you make your way in, you can, as I said, you can see the tables. They're being pulled down. The assistant is helping clean the tables and make sure they're all prepared. The barkeeper notices you come in and says, "Oh, we're not quite open for business at the moment. You'll have to come back in an hour."
What?
We're just turning in this quest for the...
Oh, yes, of course. But, which one was it?
The one for destroying the nest.
Ah, the spider's nest. Yes, of course, of course. Do you have the proof with you?
We've got a few bits of proof, and we just start ladling out different parts of spiders.
Sounds about
Yep,
right.
I have gland mandibles.
I pull out the full spider this full spiderling that's in the bag of holding.
Oh yeah, that you just slump like a full spiderling onto the table, and it's just lying there. Like it looks like it's almost a perfect preservation of the spiderling. It's kind of like it's dead, but it hasn't taken any damage to it other than the mildly snapped neck.
Yep. We've got there's your spider problem has been dealt with. Thank you for using Secret Services.
Okay. Is that the name of your group or something?
I thought we were called the Seekers. That we agreed on.
That's the name
We're
I
trying to
gave
get
the series until you chose another name.
Shh.
Well, it seems to fit.
Yeah. We're trying to get a bit of a brand name going, you know.
I see. So it was the Seekers?
Yep.
I see. Well,
Why are we letting...
thank you.
Why are we letting Sasha choose our name?
Oh yeah, please someone else talk. Elsyan, take over.
Fuck you.
Malcom, take over then.
So it was
Elsyan will
10.
take over.
It was 10 gold pieces for every set of mandibles you brought. Do you have them on hand?
I don't have any on me.
Empty out the bag of holding.
I have.
I wouldn't
One
turn upside down in a
mandible.
tavern.
Bhold has them.
I have one mandible and one gland.
Give me.
You guys harvested some mandibles. Someone's got them.
I got 2.
And you got 10 gold.
Surely we've
Wait,
done
should
you.
be 20 gold for 2?
We should be getting a lot more gold for this. We should have had it. This is why I asked about the things. I thought they were gonna bring them to us.
Thing
but
is,
no.
we never actually got to really search stuff after the whole thing.
I
happened
asked
with
you what
the-
you wanted to do. And you guys remained silent. It's not
Get
my
the
fault.
opportunity. We did get the opportunity.
Alright, I'm
This
gonna
is
pull out
entirely our fault.
one van plant crystal and ask him if this is worth it.
You're going looking for horses for Queglod.
Oh, shit, I forgot.
Yeah, we went off to do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look. How about this? You wait a week and see how your spider problem goes, and then if it's been dealt with, you hand over the money to Suhava.
You mean the cranky old wizard in the tower?
Yes, the cranky old wizard in the tower.
If that's what you want to do, yeah, sure. Did you want me to tell him it's from you?
I'm planning for him to just hold it for us, but
Oh, okay.
well, that's what I'm going to trying to organize. You know what? We'll deal with this later. It was more expedient to just destroy the whole hive than it was to gather up all the mandibles. So just see
Makes
how
sense.
we've got it. Yes. So see how the spider activity goes, and then just give us payment afterwards.
Sounds good to me.
That seems better than getting 30 gold. Is that fair?
Yes.
Sure.
Not a
Very
bad
much.
plan.
I was going to try and persuade him, but never mind. Kept
I-
putting me off. Fine.
I didn't hear you at any point.
I was trying. For once.
So,
My apologies.
Okay.
Oh.
Fine.
over in the other tavern, we have Queglod and Bhold. You walk in, you see the gnome there, and you see... wait, no, she's not a gnome. She's a halfling, isn't she?
Yes.
Yeah. Barkeep is a halfling. The gnome was the one making the invention. Yeah, so the halfling looks over and goes, "Ah, you're back. Excellent. So, did you finish your job? You done with the spiders at last?
Yes, that's all sorted now.
Excellent.
You'll have nothing to worry about there. Atty, what time is it at the moment? In
5.
5. Okay. Well, I guess we'll probably be staying overnight then. We didn't agree that, so well, whatever. Yes, we just came here to check that our horses are still all right.
Yes, they're all okay. We can go and fetch them for you if you would like them now. It won't take more than a few minutes.
I suspect we'll probably stay overnight and leave in the morning.
That's fine. Come and talk to me whichever you want, and when you're ready, pay me for the rooms, and I'm fine with that as well.
All right then. Behold, was there anything you wanted to hear?
Oh, no, I just wanted to see if the horses are... Oh, so is there a shop nearby?
Depends what you're trying to buy. If you're trying to buy...
I want to sell something.
If you're trying to sell... Yes. We don't really have that many general stores. We have those who distribute food, but the most we have is... Well, there's Suhaba. He's a Dragonborn in a wizard tower, but he's the most we have for someone who maybe might buy things.
Wait, Suhaba is in this town?
Hmm?
Suhaba is in this town?
Yes, Oaksmith.
Oh, shit, I'm going to Suhaba.
Alright. Okay.
What
You
is
go
he
to...
try- What is
go
he
to-
trying to sell, Behold? Okay, with another way.
What did you say?
What is it you're trying to sell, Behold?
Oh, I got some stuff over there. Wanna see if it's worth anything?
Yes, but what is it? Sorry.
Well, I
Let me see.
have 7 Vamplant petals, a silver ring, a red orb, and 7 red crystals, 19 Vamplant crystals.
I was just like, I have everything. Do. Shopping. Hmm?
Can Behold count to 19?
Yeah. His intelligence went up by 1.
Yes, I have now 7 intelligence.
So he now has the capability to count.
He can do double digits. Can't do triple.
So can he get to 99, or does he struggle around like the
He
50s?
gets- It get-
49 and then it's out.
Well, he doesn't call them 99. He calls them things like 19, 17, 16, 54, and 54's 54,
Yeah.
and so on. He calls them the single digits. Like 26 is like a whole new thing to him. It's like 26. That's why he can't get to double digits, because it's like 100, and it's like, what? How many is that?
Oh, and then 5 is apple 0.
Nothing will change. So, you head into you head towards Suhaba's store, and you...
Is Queglod coming with me?
Yes, Queglod's coming with you.
Yes, I'll go with you.
And you go to the front of Suhaba's house, and you knock, and you proceed to enter. And inside you can see the grand tower above. You can see Suhaba, again, sat on his desk, slightly floating off of the top of it, with his legs crossed and a series of ducks floating around him.
Does he see us?
No, he's got his eyes closed at the moment.
I'm gonna scream at him.
Suhaba! It's me, Bhold.
Ah! Just like falls back, just like kind of falls backwards. Ducks go flying everywhere. There's just wait, as they like fall against the ground and squeak. Rubber ducks.
Wait, rubber in that hole?
Yeah, they're rubber ducks. They're not like actual. They're not actual ducks.
I thought they were actual ducks.
No, they're not actual ducks. Oh, who is it? Oh, it's you. It's good to see you again.
Hello.
How may I help you?
We just came back from Spider Nest. Oh, I got a bunch
yes,
of
we
stuff.
Yes, we finally finished dealing with that. I believe Behold had some stuff he wanted you to take a look at.
Excellent. Yes, I can do that. Of course.
I'm gonna hand them the petals first.
Okay. These... I haven't seen anything like this before. They're petals of some kind, obviously. A very, very large flower of some kind.
Wait, does Behold know it was a vampire?
Yeah, it's been said enough times.
Oh, they're from a vampire.
Vamplant? These... This is a pretty big one, then. I've only ever had them come to me in small amounts. This is a very exotic material. How much did you have?
I have 7 of them, I think.
7? And they're all the same size?
Oh, yeah?
I didn't hear you say anything about different sizes. So I assume they're the same.
Yeah, that's fine. They're all 3 foot in length each. Yeah, they're all Queglod sized. And may I see them all?
Oh, sure.
I dropped the 7 of them.
Yeah,
Or the other 6.
you put the 7 of them on Or you put the other 6 onto the desk, and he's like, "This'll do perfectly. Do you have any intention on using these?"
I don't know what they can be used for.
They can be used for potions, relatively powerful ones, if you know how to use them correctly.
Can anyone make potions? No. Okay.
Sasha's the only person who might have been able to.
Sasha and Malcolm
do
can.
smithy stuff, and Malcolm's working towards it.
Correction, Malcolm
I assume
can.
that you do know what to do.
I
with them.
can make potions.
Oh.
Malcolm can make potions.
Can you use these
Either of
though?
us
You
aware
said
of it?
it's pretty powerful.
At his current grade, it will be a challenge, but it's definitely possible.
Ooh. Like, how many do you need for a potion?
For a potion? Probably about, I don't know, maybe a 1/10 of this thing.
Oh. How much would you take 5 for?
The going rate of these... Probably about 550 gold pieces. About 110 each.
That sounds good. I'll keep 2 because I think someone can make potions on our
That
team.
sounds good, yes. I'll take them, thank you. And he takes them and he picks up the 5 that he has and he quickly just pushes them up in the air and they begin to float off up into the air. And you watch as this tiny knife just flies out of one of the nearby drawers and just dissects them up into cubes, which then fall into small boxes, which then close lids and just slide into place in the wall. Excellent. Here's your gold, and passes you the 550 gold pieces.
Where am I at?
Where are you at? You're currently in the you were in the inn turning in the quest. You probably came out and saw the other 2 head to the shop.
Yeah, Queglod, you are seeing all this, right?
How much gold did she say?
550.
Yeah, can I
Yeah, that should be 110 each, I think.
Yeah, I want
Alright.
to have a look through and
I
make
have-
sure that just make sure that he's got the correct amount, because I know that Bhold won't check.
Yeah.
Even if he can count to
Yeah.
double digits now, he
Looking-
wouldn't check anyway.
Looking through, it does seem to be the right amount. Yes. You may have to. It may have been a miscount error, but it's definitely round the correct area.
Okay, I'll help him shovel it into his bag then. So I assume that's quite a lot of gold.
To
Yes.
my
it
other
is.
pouch.
Yeah, to your other pouch.
Separate gold pouch.
At this point, I'm going to say that you're
Inside
only going to
my
be able
bag.
to get an addition. You're only going to be able to get 200 gold pieces in that pouch. The rest of it will have to go in the bag, which is currently soaked with slime.
There. Wait, soaked with what?
Slime from the heads.
Oh,
wait, no, the
yeah.
heads were elsewhere. No,
No,
never mind.
yeah.
So it's fine. Yeah.
They're in the bag of gold.
So no, you get all 550 in there. You've now got this giant rucksack filled with gold, by the way.
Okay, I'll need to buy another backpack, I think.
We know.
I have some other stuff too.
I slide him the Van Plant crystals, the 19 I have.
Okay. Takes a look at them and goes, "These aren't too bad. You could use these in basic enchantments, in some of the more advanced ones as well, by the looks of it. This particular type is relatively rare. I wouldn't call it expensive rare as much as the fan plant petals were, but definitely worth a certain amount depending on how many you might go through. I'd probably go for 25 gold pieces per. Queglod is learning enchanting.
Yeah, I know. Sasha might need them as well.
Yes.
Sasha can also use them for smithing. They are the equivalent of a catalyst, just so you know, Sasha.
That's a very generous price, but it might be a good idea to
So
hold
what you're
on to a
saying
few of
is,
them, Bhold?
I have both a catalyst and a vessel available.
Yes, but you'd still have to enchant it itself to actually apply an enchantment to it.
Okay, that's.
I think I'll keep these for now. What
I
about
understand.
These? The red crystals, I think it's the blood essence?
Yes.
The whole has no clue what the fuck it is.
You have like 9 of them, don't you?
Yes, I have
Yeah.
7.
These are strange. I've never seen anything like this before in my line of work, which is relatively new. Huh. He twiddles it around a bit and he lifts his other hand up and he gestures for something to come down. You watch as this small lens comes down. It fixes itself in front of his eye and you can watch as a series of other lenses fall into place, kind of zooming in. I don't know. It could be used for some form of catalyst or something similar, maybe in a potion. But I'm not sure of its exact properties. Depending on how many you'd have, I'd buy 2 of them for a total of 50 gold off of you.
2 of them?
Yeah, I'll experiment and see what I can make out of them. I otherwise don't have any use for them.
Okay. You can have 2. Maybe if you get something good, I'll come back.
Yes, I'll keep in contact if I can. That's 50 gold pieces, and 2 of the blood essences are gone.
And then want him to inspect the red orb.
You want him to inspect it rather than price-wise.
Well, what its price is, and also inspect it.
Okay.
Because I have no clue about its exact things that it does. I just know it makes me feel people.
Yeah, Queglod, you have no idea that he has all this stuff in his bag, by the way. You're just watching him pull all these things out of his bag. He's like, where did he get all of this stuff? And he passes a red spherical orb about the size of a cricket ball, with a small, slightly lighter center to it, with these strange, swirling tethers almost, which flicker out from the center and then disappear promptly afterwards, similar to how the mist moved. And he takes it, he gives it a look over, and he has his lens, and you watch as one of his eyes glazes over kind of silver. And Queglod, you've seen Sasha do this many times before. This is him casting Identify on it. This is interesting. This is supposedly a core of a van plant. I guess that holds true for what you were saying about fighting one. It's strange, though. It has some strange property to it, as if it shows you the life force of all nearby creatures. A useful item, nonetheless, but I don't know if it would have any other use. Something of this, with a divination relative element to it, I'd say it'd be about, probably say 250 gold pieces for it.
Okay, good to know. I tried to use it in the cave, but it didn't work when I tried it again.
It needs time to restore its power.
Okay.
He passes it back to you.
Do I have anything else? Oh yes, the silver ring that I'm wearing. Make him look at it.
Yeah, he looks at it and he goes, well, the ring's nothing to look at. It's base silver, probably worth about 5 silver pieces.
I think it has something in it, though.
If you mean the diamond, it's an expensive one. It would take several months for some poor person to kind of accumulate this. Probably a wedding ring of some kind. The diamond's worth maybe 50 gold pieces. You take it out. As a ring as a whole, it's not that bad.
Okay. I'll keep it for now. Thank you.
Thanks, Suhaba.
Was that anything? Was there anything else? By the way, the rest of you saw these guys go into the Suhaba thing, so if you wanted to enter, unless you had other things to do.
I'm heading towards Suhaba, but
okay.
I presume Suhaba would be the one that would be selling diamonds, likely.
Yes, probably. You At this point, you guys all enter in, and he says, "Oh, it's the rest of the gang. Excellent. I just finished up talking to Bhold here. I bought some nice stuff off of him. Can I help the rest of you with anything?"
I don't suppose you've got any diamonds, do you?
Are you after big ones or small ones?
I just need many of them.
The small ones, then. Does the price matter on them?
Well, not incredibly, but just what have you got by way of diamond?
How much gold are you willing to spend, and how many do you need?
Just double check. You halved the
I halved the value, so it's 120. It's 150 gold pieces worth of diamonds, and it doesn't need to be a specific amount. It just needs to be more than 1 diamond. Generally, about 5 is the traditional amount used for the spell, but if it's halved, it'll be about 3.
It's going to be a while till I get the enough.
You've
Sell
got
some stuff, I suppose.
You've got
I've
one
got a
that's
lot of
50
gems
gold
and stuff.
pieces. Bhold has one that's 50 gold pieces, so you all need is one more with 50 gold, and you can cast it already.
Still. I could say... Well, tell you what, before I decide on the price of that, of what I'm willing to spend, I'm going to present him with my my various gems. Be like, what can you give me for this?
What's refined, what's not?
I've got 4 resigned azurite and 3 rose quartz.
It's not
Sworn I
refined.
had more, but that's... And I've got the bloodstone.
Okay. So,
Where did I get a bloodstone from?
you probably also picked that up, unless it's the blood essence you picked up, which I also call bloodstone.
Is it 1 word or is it 2 words?
Bloodstone,
It's
for what you were
2 words.
getting, is 2 words. Bloodstone as in the gemstone is 1 word. It's confusing, and I forgot that bloodstone was a gemstone until just now. So,
No.
Yeah.
Also, that's blood essence. Anyway. But yes, I've got 4
oh yeah, you
resigned
picked it up when you
refined
smashed the middle
azurite.
crystal.
I
Well,
don't know what...
was it refined azurite or refined rose quartz?
4 resigned azurite and 3 rose
Rose
quartz.
The azurite I'd take off your hand for 60 per. They're not too bad. The rose quartz, it's rough stuff. I might be able to use it in some basic enchantments. The azurite would be easier to use, but the rose quartz I'd take off for 25 gold pieces per.
So I'm just doing maths in my head. It's dangerous.
So you had 4 of the azurite, so that's 240 gold, plus the 75 gold for the
Yes.
3 unrefined rose quartz. If you wished to sell them.
Yes, I do wish to sell all of them.
Excellent. So that would be
350.
350 gold. 350?
15.
15. Yeah, 315.
And then I'll also take 100 gold's worth of diamond.
How many would
Doesn't
you
really
like
matter.
it split into?
You can decide. I don't really mind.
2 lots of 50 is easiest. And he pulls out these he pulls these 2 relatively small diamonds from a drawer up above, and they float down. He takes the other gems that you have, and he floats them up, and you watch as the refined one gets swiftly cut by some kind of wire, and it gets refined and then put into a small pocket in the side.
Well then, a pleasure doing business with you.
Yes, and don't ask me where all my money comes from.
I
And
don't.
and be careful of the ducks on the way out. They explode.
Okay then.
I'm serious, they explode. They're very dangerous ducks. That's why I have them on me at all times. Actually, thinking about that, that's a little bit dangerous. But, oh well. Is there anything else I can help you all with?
Yes, I've got a couple of things I wanted you to have a look at.
Excellent. Go ahead.
Talk about. We've, as you know, as you can imagine, we've dealt with the spiders.
Yes, as I've heard.
We talked to the innkeeper. It was easier to just sort of have the nest be destroyed rather than kill things one by one and gather up everything.
What would you like me to check?
Oh, wait, no, this is a separate thing. Quickly first, just to get that out of the way before I ask you to check something, if that's all right.
Oh, of course.
Yes. So it's possible that once you've seen there's been a marked reduction in spider activity, that the innkeeper will be coming around with the payment that we were going to be getting, and I wondered if you could hold it here for us until we next come back.
Easy enough to do, yes. I can do that.
Excellent. Now, I managed to pick up this green chalk whilst I was in the nest, and
You watch as you hold it out to him, his eyes go wide, he's like, oh, and he like grabs it, he snatches it from you and just goes to the ground, and he just says, red, and he starts drawing red in chalk, and he goes, yellow, and he starts drawing again in yellow, and he goes, blue, and just starts drawing in blue, and he's like, oh. He like stands up kind of like a little kid in a candy shop, he's like, I'll buy it off you for 10 gold.
To clarify, what it does is you call out a color and that it draws in that color, yes?
And it never runs out, yes.
Hmm.
If you break it, it stops working, which is why I want to have it for 10 gold. And he like holds it. He holds each end of it, like threatening to snap it.
I mean, it seems like you're the one that wants it. No. If you break it, you've just broken the thing you want, and I have no. I want to see what I can do with it first. Like, give me a couple of bits of drawing, but
make a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay.
Moving all the dice over here, by the way, just to. Seeing as you guys aren't going to be fighting the.
That's a 19.
That's a 19 plus anything, or is it just 19?
Plus 2.
Okay. Fine, here you go. He passes you the chalk.
Right. Purple, and I just start drawing a little bit. You know, I can see why you want this. It's quite fun.
Stop drawing on my flaws.
Sorry. I will hang on to this for the moment, but when I come back to pick up our gold, I'll happily just hand it over.
Can I snatch it from Sasha real quick and draw Bhold on the floor?
And then I put it in my bag away from Bhold.
Make a sleight of hand check with disadvantage.
Oh. Wait,
no,
me
no, that's Bhold trying to snatch it.
Okay.
You can just make a, depending on what the roll is. No disadvantage.
Oh, God.
I'm just gonna say roll a straight dexterity save. This.
Oh, not dexterity.
Oh. Easy enough. Bhold goes to reach for it, tries to grab it from your hand. You just. It's hidden in your bag, and he didn't even notice.
Right. Also, there's a there's this stone I got here, and I pull out the iron stone, and I'm rather certain it's an iron stone.
I see.
I'm holding on to this thing as tight as I can because I do not want to let go of this thing at any point.
May I take a look, or?
Sure. I do need that back, but
that's fine.
Yeah, I hand it over. But
okay.
I'm quite wary of this because
takes the iron stone. He has a look over it with the lenses again, which fall down into place. His eye glazes over. Peculiar.
I couldn't identify it when I tried. Admittedly, I'm tired, but that's still surprising.
I'm not mistaken. I've heard a few things about this. It might be worth attuning to it. See if it confirms my suspicions, and he passes it back to you. If I'm aware of what it is, it'll allow you to sense the presence of a chosen creature within a certain distance of you. So, for example, if you wanted to have a look if you wanted to try and find out the location of beasts, you might be able to. If you wanted to find the location of undead, you can also do that. The range on it, I'm not certain, but it might be worth holding on to.
Well, I would gladly tune myself to this.
Well, basically, 15 minutes, but you can do that whenever.
Can I start now? I don't know.
Yeah, this is light activity, so you can start now.
Oh, how much would it? How much is it worth? You think?
Once you get me the range on it, I can probably tell you, but at the moment I'd probably say, seeing as it's nigh Unstone, probably somewhere in the region of 1,200 or so.
That's fair. That's fair.
Depending on the range of it, it could be anywhere from 1,000 to 5,000.
Right. If you don't mind, I'm going to be attuning myself to this to sort of feel how it goes.
Yeah, you watch as Sasha just turns around and sits down in a corner, staring at the stone.
Oh yeah, do I have to attune it to the red sword?
Yes.
No. Red orb you don't have to.
No. Right, that's not it.
No, that's just an activatable once per day.
Yes. I need to tune to their medallion, so I'll do that later.
We'll say that you're attuned to
private.
We'll say that you're attuned to the medallion, seeing as you took a short rest.
Oh, sure.
So you're attuned to the medallion if you wish to. Add that to your stuff, it will be in accessories, and make sure you add it to your attuned section.
Mm-hmm.
Elsyan, I don't think your scarf is attunable, or it needs to be attuned to. I don't think it's a problem.
I've completely forgotten what that scarf does.
Well, no, that's because I haven't told you. Only he
Okay.
has it.
I know it's elfy.
Maybe. Did any of you want anything? Buy anything? I have more healing potions. I had them prepared the other day. I have some more powerful ones if you're interested in those.
I don't
How
suppose
much
you
are
have-
those?
Yes, I need to stock up on healing potions.
What did you want to do,
I think we
Sudz?
should.
I was just gonna. Never mind.
No,
Oh,
go.
no.
Go.
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 I just wanted to see if he'd do the whole glove thing that we talked about with the enchantment.
Oh, go ahead, ask him that.
I was wondering if you could enchant a pair of gloves with the identify spell that can be used infinitely but still takes spell slots to use.
Well, something like that should be doable, yes. The material, obviously, if you're providing me with the gloves, then that'll save me a lot of time and that sort of thing. Otherwise, I'd have to acquire that. If you've got the... Otherwise, I can just do the base enchantment and I can get a hold of the gloves. The enchantment itself, because Identify is, to my knowledge, a tier 1 spell. It's a first level spell, isn't it, Harlan?
Yes, it is.
Because it's a tier 1 spell, it'll probably take me anywhere between 3 to 5 days to enchant. Shouldn't be too long. I'd probably say if I'm acquiring the gloves as well, a total of maybe 220 gold pieces should do it for that sort of thing. It depends on what you want. If you wanted to consume your own magic, then I can probably make that at around about 175. If you wanted to be more of a longer casting time, but you don't have to worry about using your own magic, then that can be done for about 225.
I wanted it to consume my own magic.
Then I can do that for 175 gold if you have that. Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna hand it over.
Okay.
Hand over to 175.
Excellent.
Actually, I'm gonna hand over half of it. I'll give half now and half when it's done.
Make a persuasion check. You're the orange die. Oh, you're the black die because you didn't want your ones. It's out of the way.
Hell's close. I'm not rolling anymore.
Was that his fifth 3?
This is like Grim all over again with his advantage rolling 1s and 2s all the time.
OJ has been like 4 3s in a row.
I'll need all
I
the
just
gold
need it
straight
all.
away just because I'll need to make the enchantment and buy the stuff for
Yeah,
it.
I'm just gonna hand it over and leave.
Okay.
Done.
Okay. He hands over the gold. Take 175 off. And Malcolm's just like, I'm done. And he leaves. The rest of you, would any of you...
Something in Discord.
Hmm?
Message or something in Discord.
5 messages. That would be... Huh! That's an interesting idea.
Yeah, like,
Ask Suhaba and he'd probably come up with an idea for that. In other words, give me like half a minute. You want to
so
ask
anyone
Suhaba?
else want to do that?
I'm just busy humming at my stone.
Yeah,
stone.
you are at this point, just humming at it.
Suhaba? Suhaba?
Yes? Oh, sorry.
You can enchant stuff, right?
Yes, of course. That's what I'm here for.
How much would it be to enchant my ring that it would make any weapon I use magical?
Maybe 125 gold at most.
How long would it be?
Probably a day. But if you're traveling back to Adamanthia, then it might take, well, you're gonna have to come back for that, because it's gonna take a day, and I've already got an order that'll take me 3 to 5 days, so...
So, I think we're staying here tonight. Will it be done by tomorrow?
If you have a ring I can use it on, then I can probably get it done
Can you
tonight.
use it on this one? Can I show him the ring I showed him earlier?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
1 diamond down, Elsyan. Because he's just
I
used
believe
an
he got
enchantment.
2.
He got
Well,
2, so he's got enough.
Bought 2,
Yeah,
I
you're fine.
knew you guys would do this.
Yes,
By
of
the
course.
way-
I can probably have that done by tomorrow.
Okay. I'll come tomorrow and pick it up.
Look. Anything else?
Oh, Suhaba.
Yes.
While we're here, what can you tell me about this instrument? Or you can call it a flute. I hand him over the
pipes.
The scary flute.
Yes.
The spoopy flute.
The spoopy flute. These are always fun. He's gonna try and play it. Yeah, I'd like everyone to make a wisdom saving throw, please. You get an advantage on it.
Yeah.
Who gets advantage?
I do.
Simon gets advantage because it's to be frightened. Wisdom saving throw.
Oh no!
I'm fine.
That's a 7.
I have a 5.
Okay.
Oh,
that's a
I moved my
25.
Okay.
Oh no! Did I? No. Oh no! I
Why?
haven't.
Why again?
Everybody fails except for
You are cursed.
Sam.
Sudz.
Yeah, you're cursed with 3s. Don't worry, it'll disappear by like 2 sessions away.
No,
He's done.
He's done. Alright, we'll bring back your orange die. We know that cures it. There you go. Alright, so,
Put a plus
Elsyan-
5 to my wisdom.
Elsyan and Queglod, you are the 2 who succeed at this. It's a very eerie tune, and it's not that bad. It feels like bone-biting sound. It's horrible. The rest of you are petrified as you harbor.
Scary skeleton.
Yeah, he's like super scary at the moment. It's like in one of those motions when he's like, when it seems like he's a lot more menacing than he actually is when he's playing the flute, and he's like, "This is amazing." Oh.
actually, I didn't have to make a check because I left.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, you left, so you're fine.
I'm the only one being scared right now.
No, I'm also scared.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you and Sasha are very much scared of this. He goes,
Now, I
These are
presume I
some-
completely notice that they are terrified.
yes, you do.
Like, it grows on Elsyan's face. He's going to be having fun.
Okay. Oh, actually, Queglod, you wouldn't have had to do a roll anyway, but oh well.
Oh, okay.
because you're immune to the effect after it's affected you once before.
Does rage protect me from fear?
No, not yet.
It does. Is it fifth level?
Sam, do you want me to just put this straight in your character sheet for you?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Was it 5th level or
What?
the immune for charm? And stuff?
I can't remember. It's in there somewhere. It's under the Berserker
Yeah, I'll check. It's fine.
level up.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll check.
Oh, it's just Sam. You have some pipes of haunting. Do you want me to just read this out so everybody knows what they are, or do you want to just own it yourself?
Go for it.
Okay.
Just read it out.
Yep. I'm just going to paste it in. Have you put your pipes in here, or?
Haven't. No.
I'm going to call it Spooky Flute.
No, I've typed it in now.
Oh, I've done it. Spooky Flute. There you go. That's what Spooky Flute does. Got a long description.
I've given it.
Spoopy flute.
Oh, fine. Pipes of haunting. Alright, so.
Pipes of haunting /
This is what it does. To use this, you must be proficient in one type of wind instrument, which is a flute. This item has 3 charges, 2 of which are currently used, because Suhaba used it and you've used it. You could use an action to play them and expend 1 charge and create an eerie, spell-binding tune. Each creature within 30 feet of you that hears you play must make a DC 15 Wisdom save, or become frightened of you for 1 minute. If you wish, all creatures in the area that aren't hostile to you may automatically succeed on their saving throw. Any affected creature may make a saving throw at the end of each of its turns until it succeeds or the effect ends. Once a creature has succeeded, they become immune to the effects of the pipes for the next 24 hours. The pipe regains 1d3 charges daily at dawn. So yeah,
Okay.
You guys aren't afraid anymore. Then yes, he intentionally made you scared of him because he didn't realise what they do. Or he didn't care. One of the two.
Oh,
Probably the last one. Well, that's good to know. Thank you, Suhava. I will not be using this to horrify anyone in this room ever.
That's fine. I'd like to see you try it on me, but obviously I don't recommend it.
No. Don't worry, Suhava. I wasn't thinking of you. I then turn and look at Sasha.
Sasha's still humming in
Can
the
I do
corner
an
of the phone.
intimidation check, or am I still scared?
Are you
rocking
are
back
you in
and
the
forth.
fetal position?
You can do an intimidation check against him, yeah. He's going to wisdom save against this. Suhava's a
But
boss.
Suhava.
He rolled a natural 18 plus his natural save of like.
Oh, I
+2.
meant Elsyan.
Oh, Elsyan. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
What's your wisdom save, Elsyan? Like +4, isn't it?
I've got a +5 to wisdom.
Yes, that's a total of a 20
Oh,
against
no.
your however much
16.
against your 16. So yeah, you're fine. Infernal looks menacingly at you.
I am going to do the Jack Sparrow wiggly fingers thing at him and walk away.
Just wait till I'm level 6, you piece of shit. Just you wait.
Fight me! I've got ego whip. You can't fight me.
Oh yeah, how much gold does it be that ego whip doesn't affect me?
You can't buy your way out of Ego Whip.
Well, Elsyan might
I'm not
be
EA.
persuaded. Elsyan might be persuaded through large amounts of gold and being my manservant for life.
Oh really? Because I have 1.3k.
He's not lying. You know.
Large amounts of gold.
He is again not lying.
I don't care if he's not lying. The thing is that Bhold is...
Raging Barbarian with low investigation. Nobody ever loots something, so he does. He gets all the gold.
Oh yeah, how much gold was it for the ring?
It was 120. Or 125, sorry.
Yeah, 125.
So yeah, take that
I
off.
just want to remind you, Bhold, that when you die, you really... Unless someone else gets something to res you, I'm the one with the res.
Just gonna take all of your belongings and it's like, res! Alright, there you go. Sorry, a thief came along and took it all. We couldn't stop him.
I've got to somehow loot him within 1 minute.
Quick, Malcolm, open the bag of holding. Why? I'm gonna put his backsack. He's gonna put his rucksack in
Empty
there.
it.
Phoom.
Empty the bag of holding. Empty the bag of holding.
God, how has other food been in there? Jesus, what the hell?
It's fine. Alright. I suppose that's everything, or were you done?
Yeah. How much are the better potions?
The better potions, they are... Shopping. There's my pricing. They are 200 gold pieces each.
And how much do they heal?
4 plus 44. That's what's written on the label anyway.
Whatever that means.
Yes, exactly. They heal a moderate amount. This sort of thing would get a measly peasant back on his feet, but otherwise, for an adventurer, probably a moderate amount of healing, I'd say. 200 gold per. I mean, if you want some of the really expensive stuff, I maybe have one.
No, I'm fine.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Bye, Bode.
Mm.
Can I leave?
Yes,
Try and
I
find
think-
Sudz.
You leave and you see Malcom currently. Where are you headed, Malcom?
I went and got a room, and I'm currently sitting in my room.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, just before leaving, I'm like, I think it would be helpful to stock up on some regular healing potions, if you have any.
Of course, I have. Probably since last time I have maybe 3. They're 25 gold apiece. If you want to buy them, go ahead. I'll get them down. You keep buying them relatively quickly. You are the only ones buying them, no, so it's not too bad.
Mm. And Behold just left, and Malcom left with the bag of holding. Okay.
You wanna scream at me to come back?
Have I successfully hummed hard enough for
Yes,
my...
you have.
Yeah.
At this point, you have hummed. You've hummed there. Hummed hard. That's hard to say. Hummed hard enough. Yes.
Yay! Ugh.
All right. So, what animal would you, or what thing would you like to be attuned to?
What are my options really?
All right. Let me just get this up real quick. This may not be all of them, but it's most of them. They have them written down in folders. There are aberrations, abominations, beasts, celestials, constructs, demons, dragons. Well, demons is fiends and devils.
Dragons.
Elementals, fays, humanoids, monstrosities.
And
oozes,
question, can I
planar,
change this at any...
plants and undead.
Would I ever be able to change this at any point?
You can choose. You can change it over a long rest.
Well, for the moment, let's go whatever spider kind would be.
So that would be... Are you going for spiders or spider kind? Because Taratan are humanoids. Spiders are beasts.
Is it possible to... Let's go for... spider kind.
So humanoid.
Yeah.
Okay. You activate this, you can sense a lot of things in your local area. As you do this, you kind of feel like a mental map almost, and as you look around, you see that there's a very vague, like, orangish glow to the people nearby, and as you look outside, you can see what looks to be the very vague orangish glow of Bhold, and Bhold moving away, and then he disappears from distance.
Can I get a rough guesstimate on the range?
Looks to be about 25 feet-ish.
Looks to be Suhava.
Yes?
Range looks to be about 25 feet.
1,500.
This seems quite useful.
If you want to keep it, go ahead. I mean, I'm not that fussed. I mean, I just end up selling it off anyway. I have no real use for it. People in the city will.
I think I'll hang on to it for now, but if I ever do need to sell it, I'll think of you first.
Go ahead.
Well, have fun. That's me done. I'm going to go make sure Bhold doesn't kill anything.
Do you others leave at this point?
I mean, I already walked off.
Yeah, since I don't have any money for potions, I will leave for now.
Okay. You will leave, you head back to the tavern. At this point, about 5:30. Were you gonna basically rest up for the night?
That was my plan.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I am going to practice my fluters.
Okay. You rest up for the night. It's 5 silver apiece per person, so take 2.5 or 2 gold and 5 silver off of someone. Or you can each pay your own way, that's up for you to decide. We'll decide that in a minute.
I'm a pay my own way.
I'm gonna pay my own way.
And you're grabbing your own things, I assume. Or you're grabbing your horses then heading back the next day after grabbing your ring, Bhold.
What you said?
The next day you're grabbing your ring.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, before we leave, I'll need to get Bhold to pay for some healing potions.
Okay.
Just
so
some regular
Bhold.
ones.
Yeah, so Bhold you...
Right, personal bank coming through.
Yep, that's 75 gold for 3 healing potions.
Mm-hmm.
You now have 3 basic healing
I need to
potions.
do some quick maths, hold on.
That's fine. So, we'll say, for the sake of time, unless anybody wanted to do anything, in which case speak up now. You guys take your rooms for the night. You might as well take 5 silver off of your personal fund each. I know you have it. So you take... Or 5 silver, not... Yeah, 5 silver, not 5 gold. Can't remember what I just said. You
did say 5 silver.
Yeah. So you have a room for the night. You practice whatever you practice. You have a drink, you eat, and so on at the tavern. You then on the next morning, at daybreak, at about 6 o'clock in the morning, after having your full rest, you proceed to go and get the horses. Elsyan has already made sure he's gone and rounded them up. They're all ready to go. Bhold, you head to Sioux Harbor and you collect your ring. And you all begin making your way back to Adamanthia. Unless anybody wanted to do anything?
Nope.
No.
I assume the ring is an accessory, right?
Yes, the ring is an accessory and it is attuned.
Okay, attuned.
So it's an attuned item. You can only have up to 3 attunements at a time.
Do I put it in both?
Yes, you put it in both attuned and accessories. So whenever you are holding a weapon you are proficient with, which is every weapon, it is classed as a magical weapon. That's all it does.
Alright. Yep, that's fine.
For your things, Malcom, you'll have to come back in 3 to 5 days. You'll still be working on those. And yeah, so you guys make your way back to Adamanthia. Due to the distance, the fact that you don't need to worry about the forest anymore, you make it back after going with the horses all day. The horses are getting to a point where they're getting very, very tired. And you yourselves are getting tired. It's maybe 9 PM the next day. You pull the horses up to the gate. Guards check you, pat you down, you move through. Easy enough. And they take the horses back. How much was it each person got? It was 200 to Bhold, and then...
I get 100 back, I think, right?
You get 100 back. How much was...
And
I think
it was like 150, 175 for
yeah.
And
yeah,
then,
I think it's 75 for the other people.
Yeah.
So for the fund.
the rest goes into the bag of holding.
Okay.
So I get 100 and he gets 75.
Okay. Yeah,
okay, so
you saw that gold out.
Okay, so where's the gold going?
Well, I get my 100 back, and then the 75 goes into the bag of holding.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
And then I'll actually.
So 75 gold
yeah,
in the bag
I'll
of holding.
donate the 134 to the bag of holding.
Oh, how generous of you!
How generous.
Yep, it's just a drop in the bucket. Doesn't even need the axe anymore either. He's just gonna keep the gold.
Yeah, screw you. I don't need your axe.
I've just got the idea that Bhold.
How much did you put in the
134.
Right. So.
Also, assume everything is healed, right?
Yeah. Yes, you fully healed. So because you took a long rest, so everything is restored, except only restore 2 hit die because I've been doing it wrong. so you want to restore 2 to your hit count. To a maximum of 4.
I didn't actually spend any, so
Okay, so 2. Okay.
probably should have, but I didn't.
It was for healing. So yeah.
And that's the only way I can heal, so it's fine.
So yeah,
But
we go.
we heal up now and stuff. Yeah, just
Also, the potions are in Queglod, right?
Potion.
Or am I carrying them?
I've put them in my inventory.
Okay.
I
that's
can send one to you if you
No,
want.
I can't use it, so unless
yeah.
I take off the things.
What were you gonna say, Sam?
we heal up and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. All your side points are restored, all spell slots are restored, and so on.
Cool. Just double checking. I thought so.
And anybody want to do anything, or we'll just say you're back in the city?
We're back!
Yes. You're back in Adamanthia. It is 9 p.m. You could probably walk to the Bronze Cask, your regular tavern, which you go to, that leads down to the Phoenix. If you wish to.
I'd be up for that.
Okay. Over the next 15 minutes, 15-20 minutes, you slug along the streets. After the long day, you've brought the horses back, you've got part of your money back. You make your way down the road, and you head into the Bronze Cask, where you see there's some individuals like talking and drinking. It's currently at the point where it's rush hour. A lot of people are drinking and so on. The bartender sees you, notices you, gives you a nod and gestures through, and the female orc who's standing guard opens the door for you as you head in. You're currently
Where everybody knows your name.
Alright. I walk straight to the fighting.
Okay.
It's in the tavern, right?
Yeah, you're in the fight. You've just gotten to the fighting pit. Yeah.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Infernal.
We can hear you. I think that means he can't hear us.
Hold on.
Okay,
Hello?
you might want to message him.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Can you hear us?
It's me.
Take that as a no.
I guess we can't hear him now.
Well, this is going swimmingly.
Hello? I think you can hear me, but I can't hear you.
Can you hear us? No? Okay.
No, obviously not.
No, he can.
But,
Obviously, no. Yeah.
He only just got back into the thing. It's possible that he was just stating
Okay.
it.
So, what do you guys want to do with regards? You're in the fighting pit before Bhold does his thing. Do any of you want to do anything?
I mean, if he's gonna go for a fight, I'm going.
Okay, I can hear you now. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going off by myself.
Yeah, I'm going to the fighting, but try
Okay.
and get a match set up.
Okay.
Actually,
Hold is going to fight. I'm going to watch.
Okay.
Who's my
I can make
manager?
someone-
Hello?
Manager is Sasha.
Hi, it's me, Sasha, your manager.
Sasha,
Are you sticking
come
around,
set
Sasha?
up a fight with me.
What?
I'm gonna ask him to set up a fight for me.
I'm good with that. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Okay, so you set up the fight. Oh, hello. It's good to see you again.
Yeah.
a while
To
since
clarify,
you've been
I'm not fighting him this time. Someone else.
No, that's fine. It's good to see you again. I assume Bhold would like to participate?
Yep. The rip-roaring legend that is Bhold is willing to wants to get back in the ring and give it a shot again. Give it a shot. Hopefully he'll do, and I know for a fact he's gonna do fantastically.
In which case, let's have him fight someone he knows. You are up in 2 bouts. Feel free to bet on any of the upcoming fights if you wish to, but 2 bouts incoming.
Who's he gonna be up against?
That would be telling, wouldn't it?
Oh, it's the fucking gnome, is it?
Who knows? Okay, so.
Right.
So, let's see.
I'd like to put how much money?
Alright, so, these two, are you putting a bet on the current fighters or the next ones?
What are the current fighters like? I'm gonna do an insight thing on the current fighters.
Okay, give me an insight check. I'll say do 2 because you do 1 for each. We'll say this one's to the left one, this one's to the right one. For you two. Elsyan, would you be joining in it? Same roll. Elsyan, would you be on this or?
My insight is with a +5, so that's 21 each.
Okay, you can. Okay, hold on. I'm not going to say. Bhold.
Yeah, I have a 15 and an 8.
Okay, so you look at each of them. You can see the orc on the left. He's really strong. He's got proper burly tusks, and his knuckles look like they've been broken many times before. They've got what looks to be dried blood on them, and he seems to be in like a fairly good condition at the moment. He's quite angry as it is. The other one, you haven't seen this kind of species before. It's a cat-like person. They're completely yellow, with what looks to be a slightly different coloured underside, more white-ish to them. And the individual seems to be wearing what looks to be a robe, and they have their paws, as it were, or claws, raised in a different position, or in kind of similar to that Cannibal took, the monk style. The orc looks very strong, but the cat person doesn't look all that strong. They look kind of weak. Also, if anyone wants to do a nature check on what the species is, you're welcome to do so. I will say Queglod, Bhold, and Sasha can, because they're there. Elsyan, were you there?
Yes.
Or are you...
I don't want Behold going into
Yeah, I'm there.
an unknown
You're there.
opponent.
Okay. So did you want to do a nature check on this species?
Sure, we'll go with that.
Holy fuck, Behold knows everything. He's 20.
Nice. Yeah. Elsyan, you have no idea what this is. You haven't seen it before.
I have no clue.
I
Yeah.
didn't expect
17.
What happened now?
It was a nature check on what the species is, but you've gone off on your own.
Unless
So
it's a DC 10.
yeah, no. The other two, you know that these are tabaxi. They're a cat-like people. They live on the Broken Isles just south of the Empire. They are quite a peculiar lot of people. They often travel around with another few species, one of which you know is Tazuki. Some of you have met them. And
Where the Broken House? Oh, this is the small map. Okay.
yeah. This is the small map. The Broken Isles will be around about here-ish? Around here-ish or so. They're just south of the Elven Kingdoms. And you know them. They're quite a curious race. They're very good, and they often go in monk-like traditions, but they're very strong for what they do. Yeah, message me on anything. Just make sure that you tell me if it's on Steam, because it doesn't always show up. Easier if you do it on Discord.
Okay.
So, Behold, you can see the orc is very strong. It's unique, and they seem very good at what they do.
I don't think I'm gonna bet anything. I just wanted to warm up fight because I haven't been in one for a long time. How many days has it been?
Since you left? Let's see. It has been... Well, it's the end of that day. Let me get out my calendar and I'll tell you exactly what the day is. I have a calendar for this world, because that's sad. It is currently the 13th of Boldrak. No, it's about to be the 13th of Boldrak. So it's the 12th today. Which means you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days until the start of the festival.
When did we leave?
When did you leave? 4 days ago.
4, okay. So I haven't fought in 4 days.
Yeah.
Dang. It's time to get back into it. Are you guys gonna bet anything?
I'm ruminating.
Minimum bet, wasn't there?
Can I
yes,
look
the
around?
minimum bet is 15.
Can I look around to
Okay,
see if
right.
the battle lady's here?
Battle lady.
Fuck, what is his name?
Hannibal? Pain?
Oh, the in charge were. The one in the big fighting pit. What was her name?
Pain?
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Malcolm's boss? Yeah. No, she's not about here. She'll be in the big fighting pit at this point. At this time.
I'm gonna say 70 gold on the tabaxi.
Okay. Queglod?
I'm gonna follow Sasha on this and throw 50 gold on it.
Alright. 50 gold on the
I
tabaxi.
won't be betting for now.
You won't be betting? Okay. So, let's roll for the tabaxi. Let's roll for you. Do more rolls, just because one roll's kind of nah. It's one of those you don't want to... the moment you get those polar rolls, it's fun. And by that I mean I rolled a 1 and a 20, but you don't know for who.
I'm very scared.
Okay. You... As the match goes through, you can see the tabaxi starts off very composed, very well structured. Begins to go through some basic maneuvers, striking at the orc before them. Behold, you recognize that he goes into a rage, and he begins like wildly swinging at the tabaxi, who just moves side to side, avoiding each strike. You then watch as the tabaxi goes in for a single strike. The orc lifts his knee and smashes the knee into the base of the tabaxi skull, who he then goes flying backwards. He stands up and there's blood dripping from the corner of his mouth and his nose now from where the knee hit him. The orc looks very pleased with the strike, runs up, goes in for another wild swing. The tabaxi goes for a very simple maneuver, striking at the ankle of the orc and tripping him over. Falls on the ground. The tabaxi goes for a series of quick strikes before the orc grabs his tail and swings him around onto the ground. The two brawl it out and begin taking strikes. The tabaxi is losing his composure. The orc is getting tired. The tabaxi lands a good strike on the main chest of the orc, who then takes a few steps backwards and goes into his final reserved rage as an orc. Goes in for one final swing. Goes in for a single swing on the overhead. Tabaxi dodges underneath and goes for a single upward strike, and you watch as from the base of the jaw, the orc gets knocked backwards onto his back. The orc lost.
Woo!
So,
Disgraceful.
My betting prowess continues.
Shame for display.
So you get double what you put in. So Elsyan, you get 50 gold. Sasha, you get 150 gold.
And you put in 70.
Yeah, I put in
70. Okay, 140. Then,
140.
Yeah, I thought you said 75. I'm just working in that many intervals. Okay, and on the next fight, you can see what looks to be a Tiefling. Not one you've seen before. This Tiefling is a little bit more kind of aquamarine in colour. Very unique for what they are. They have more antler-like horns that split off as they get to the tip of the horns. The individual is female, and they are ripped, like proper muscly. The basically Bhold muscle levels.
Who are they up against?
They are up against a gnomish individual.
No,
Fairly small, fairly quiet, and the gnome has their hands together and is currently doing like a solemn bow to it.
I don't recognize him, right?
I mean,
You don't recognize him, no.
You know what I'm doing. I'm doing my insighting on them.
Yep, same.
Go ahead.
I was about to do the same. Oh well. I'll do the same.
20 and a 5.
So I'll roll for your first
A
insight,
19 and a
Elsyan.
5.
Your first roll is a 14. And your
24
second
and a
roll
9.
is a 5. Okay, so
Harlan,
24.
I can't handle because I'm anxious.
Sorry.
Okay, so 24 and a 9. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So,
20 and a 5.
20 and a 5. Man, you guys were doing that. You gonna roll as well, Queglod, or?
Yes. Yeah, sorry.
Okay, give me 2 rolls. This is insight.
Me and Sasha. Oh, you got one roll higher.
Here's rolling. Okay. So,
Assuming that's one success and one fail, but...
well, there is no success, it's just how much information I give you.
Oh, right, I see. My insight's 1, if that matters.
Right, so what do we know?
Yeah, because what do we know?
Hold on, I'm typing to
Yeah.
to Simon so he knows what he needs. So, what you all know, because you basically are all the same, so I'm just going to say it. The Tiefling individual is very strong. They're an accomplished fighter. You can tell, Behold, that this person's seen a lot of battle experience. They seem to have been through many fights. They have a series of scars on them, and they look to be very well versed with fighting in hand-to-hand combat. They also seem to, from their general dress, from what you can tell, the individual is more used to wearing heavy armor rather than no armor at all. They seem to have, with their hair tied back, they seem to have a very fiery ambition to them with this fight going ahead. They seem to want to win very badly. In terms of the gnome seems very weak and timid almost. You can't really gauge her strength or her dexterity. She's not moving or showing off anything. She's sat there with her hands together. Would anyone like to bet?
I can't get a read on that. What did you say, gnome? On that gnome.
Yep.
Any ideas?
I have
Anyone?
no clue what to do, so
If you would like to bet independently, type to me how much you would like to bet.
I'm gonna bet. I'm thinking of that gnome.
Okay.
I'm betting as well, Chris. I've sent you a message.
I see that. You're betting the minimum. Good job.
Yeah, I'm a coward.
Question: Can I like double my bet? Like, can I double up? Can I bet on both of them?
No, you're not allowed to bet on both of them. Stella's the one taking it in.
Same
He's not.
bookie, Harlan.
Yeah, you tried that earlier. You're not allowed. So, as the fight.
Put on a mask and bet for the other one.
Now, I'm just going to say, that's a pretty good roll. 2 natural 20s. It's pretty useful.
Oh god, I hope it's for the tiefling.
Well, it's 2 natural 20s, so they got the same, but still.
Oh,
Okay, so, you watch as the fight takes place, the tiefling goes in for a single strike, whacking against the side of the gnome. You watch as she recoils back, her hand covered in frost, as this thin layer of frost begins to form around the outside of the gnome. She stands up, and her hands glow bright red. She does a gesture to bring it on, almost with her left hand, and you watch as this dark purple smoke begins to engulf the tiefling. You will recognize this as a hex spell. You watch as the gnome rushes forward, goes for a single strike on the leg, and you watch as the tiefling recoils in pain at the strike to her leg. She then unleashes a single very heavy strike on the outside of the gnome. The armor around her shatters. The tiefling backs away again, her arm covered in frost. Looks like it's very painful, and you watch as pieces of skin begin to peel off in small chunks of cold flesh. She recoils at this, goes in for a swing kick, just for a kick straight at the head of the gnome, who swiftly dodges out of the way, goes for another strike on the underside of the leg, the hex kicking in again, striking around the outside of it. Tiefling seems to be in a lot of pain. The gnome has a lot of control over this. Goes for a single strike to the chest, and the tiefling just falls back. She's out of it.
That's fair.
So, Harlan, you lose 40. Infernal, you lose 80. Simon, you earn 30. And Sam, you earn 40. So mark that
Yay!
up. And now Infernal.
So is that a profit of 30 or?
That's a profit of 30, yes.
Okay.
No, a profit of 15, but total 30.
Right. Yeah.
You made 15 gold, Sam, you made 20. Yeah, the other two lost. So,
Elsyan has actually started to get money.
Yep. And now,
After being
a
poor for so
Bhold
long.
fight. Okay, let's get this underway then. So, Bhold, you're standing there at the edge watching this. You've just lost a bout of money, and you feel a clasp on the back of your shoulder, and Sella says, "Alright, bud, you're next. Get in there. And you see a ladder get dropped down the other side, and it's tiny.
Okay.
Who needs a ladder? I jump down.
Okay, make an acrobatics check.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Doesn't
Oh,
matter.
I so wanted that to be a 1.
You land 3-point landing, or hero landing. Just land on the ground, like the crowd cheers as you do this. And you watch as Tiny goes, it's going to be the same display as last time, and he cracks his knuckles.
Inciting
I do the
Tiny,
same.
seeing how he looks.
How he looks. Okay.
Yeah,
Give me a
whether
roll.
does he look in top form or what?
Give me a roll. All of you can do this, by the way.
Alright,
I'm
I'll
even
do
allowing
the
you.
same.
That is a 21.
Hmm.
Okay.
20.
He's...
Roll for me, Chris.
Oh, yes, my bad. 8 for you, Elsyan. Okay, well, everybody basically
pathetic.
passed. He looks like he's in top form. Behold, he hasn't improved.
Hasn't?
He hasn't. He got confident after your fight, and he doesn't think he needs to improve.
Alright.
It's been 2 levels.
Yep.
All right.
All right. In that case,
I'm still beholden to Goku. I'm fighting struggles through it,
What is this
went
Goku?
veins, then comes back and
in a number of days or weeks, how long has it been since their last
4
fight?
In
days.
4 days. Yeah.
Okay.
He like
The
had
whole power level has doubled in that.
he went hard in like energy drinks and swallowing raw eggs
Protein
and that sort of thing.
shakes.
Okay.
Protein shakes.
Can I do a roll to see whether I believe whether Infernal can do this or not?
Go ahead.
Because I know Infernal's improved, I just don't know whether I believe he's improved that much.
Go ahead. Take a roll for it then. Do I have a gnome tile?
If
That's
it's
the question.
above 10, I believe. If it's below 10, I don't.
Do I
I
have
do not believe.
You're gonna
no.
bet all your gold on Tiny now.
You have, yeah, you don't believe. Okay, he's not wielded with an axe, but I don't have a gnome tile yet, apparently. So, actually, no. You know what?
It's fine.
We'll use our favorite tile.
Generic human.
Generic human it
You
is.
guys, I hate to say it.
Hmm?
It
What'd you
means
say?
very little to me, guys. I hate to say it.
Not generic human.
What tile you're using? Blue tack on my wall. That's what I'm imagining it looks like.
You're not far off.
Tiny looks a lot less intimidating than that. I think you might be in with a shot here.
No, fine. Alright, so I'd like you, Infernal, to roll initiative. By the way, you've still got your braces on,
I know.
because basically the rule is you can't use the braces for a weapon.
Yeah.
You're
Alright.
allowed to keep them on.
18 plus 2.
Okay, that is a 5.
Did we get a chance to bet on this?
Oh yeah. You guys go on bet. Bet now. Okay. Sasha,
I
how much?
mean, now that I look at Tiny, I'm suddenly feeling a lot more confident in Infernal.
Yeah, he rolled a
Oh,
one.
you saw him win. You saw him win before.
Yeah, I'm after losing the last bet though, it's not going to be a full bet, I'm afraid. If I hadn't lost the last one, I definitely would have.
Right.
But
And
Elsyan's not.
Elsyan's not.
No, Elsyan's just gonna watch. No.
Queglod, are you betting?
Hey, if you get killed here, which could happen.
He can't die in the fighting pit. If it happens, he wins, and then he gets resurrected with all the money.
Yeah.
Guys, let's kill Elsyan. No, Elsyan.
Yeah, let's kill Elsyan.
Elsyan just turns around and let's kill Elsyan. Wait.
I will say, after this, I'm probably going to have to head off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
plans
fine.
to end it on this fight.
Yeah.
Let's
I'd
kill
like to
Behold,
bet-
and then he
Yeah.
automatically wins.
Okay, so
Yes, I'd like to bet the 15 gold I made on Behold.
Okay.
I think. He can
Oh
do
yeah,
it.
I put the 20 gold I had left for the 100 on me. I didn't want to bet many.
how much are you betting?
Only 20.
Only 20.
The 20 I got left from the 80 I lost.
Oh, okay. So you're not going to bet your entire pot like last time?
No,
Why not?
because I just...
It's only 1,000.
Do you really want me to do this?
It's up to you.
Yeah.
Alright, 420.
420. Right, here we go. This is perfect. So,
That makes me to 500, so it's fine.
yep. All right then. So, rolling initiative, you are first.
Alright. I'd like to go into a frenzied rage.
All right. Beginning it off, you watch as Bhold just like, I've had enough of you this time, and this time I'm ready. Just pumping himself up. You watch as his eyes just go red with fury. Nick Fury.
Rush towards him as fast as I can.
Okay.
Just give him an uppercut.
Reckless or no?
Yes.
Okay, give me a roll. Also,
that's a D4 by the way.
Yeah, it's a D4. I've just remembered the same thing, so
Yeah.
roll it.
I think that's a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, that's
4
8
plus
damage.
4, that's 8 plus your
8
strength.
plus 5.
Plus 5, so it's 8
Oh
plus
no,
5
plus,
plus rage
plus,
damage. 7.
plus 7, yeah.
So that's 15
So-
points of damage because he's not raging yet. Yeah!
Yeah, I think that's fine.
He was not
Also-
prepared for it. He's
oh, yeah,
standing
never
there gloating over your attack, and you just rush towards him with a single strike to the face. You watch as he just gets whacked in the side of the cheek. You feel something crack underneath. And you watch as he gets pushed back and just spits out like a clump of blood to the side. I was not expecting that hit. Have another attack. And
No, I
reckless
don't
again.
because it's the
Oh yeah, 'cause
bonus,
it's a bonus action to Frenzy
Yeah.
Rage. Yeah, my bad. Alright, so his turn.
That's my turn.
He's gonna go into a rage now.
Normal or?
He doesn't have Frenzied Rage.
Oh.
He's a Storm Zealot, or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Storm Rager, whatever.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's have... Okay, so just a... Do I want to No, Reckless is a Barbarian, is a Frenzy thing.
Yeah.
Wait, is it? I got
No,
Reckless.
it's a separate thing.
Okay.
It's a barbarian
In
thing.
which case... No, he doesn't need it, because you did Reckless attack, so he's just going to go for
Yeah.
a basic attack against you. And so that's with advantage, because of Reckless. He's activated this Storm Aura of the Sea, so that means that you need to make a Dexterity saving throw with advantage, because you can see it.
Yep. Danger sense.
Yep. Half if a success, that is a success, and that is a total of 4 points of lightning damage, halved is 2, because you succeeded. 2 points of lightning damage off of your health. Now if his attack with advantage, that is a 3 and a 6.
Nope.
With a plus 5 to the 6 plus the...
11.
Yeah, 11. Yeah, he
That
misses.
doesn't hit.
You went in for the strike, he staggers back, he goes in for a retaliation strike. He whiffs your leg as you do a quick back pedal. Now knowing what his base moves look like, he kind of seems shocked as this happens, as a single lightning tether strikes the base of your leg. It stings, but that's it. That's it. Alright, it's your turn.
And as I backpedal, I would like to push myself with the other leg forwards and give him a double strike.
Alright, so just roll all of the dice. And we'll,
Yep.
we'll roll again for the roll. But that will
Alright,
take
so
the
that's
first one,
a
which is
15 and a 19 to hit.
Yep, so
Alright,
that's
so
19 hits, so that is 7
Okay.
points of damage plus
7 plus
7. That's
7.
14, halved because he's raging,
Yeah, 7.
so it's 7 points of damage to him.
And then the second attack is a 15. I don't know if that hits.
And then... Oh no, you'd need to re-roll, because it's with... Are you recklessing?
Oh, no. I rolled the second one for the second attack.
Oh, okay. So you weren't recklessing. Okay.
Yeah.
So what was that first one?
So 8 plus 7, so 15.
15. Okay, the first one misses then, so no, that wasn't 7 points of damage, in which case it was the second
I
one.
mean, this is the second one. The second attack.
Oh, I was
this
just
one's the
working,
first
I was
one.
working left
Yeah.
to right.
Yeah.
4 points
Left
of
is
damage,
first
sorry.
attack, then second is 8.
Okay, fine. So yeah. Either way, that would be... This is a bad way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this would be for the left die, this would be for the right die, just to match it up.
Okay.
In which case the second one would miss, first one would hit, which is 2 plus 7, which is 9, half of that is 4, so you only took 4 points of damage as you strike him. The second one is you go in for the for a basic strike on him. He grabs your arm, stopping the blow. Would you like to do anything? Because remember, as a Tavern Brawler, you can perform grapples after an attack. So after an unarmed strike,
I
you can
already
make it
did the
become-
second attack though.
No, when you perform an unarmed attack, you can just go into a grapple.
I think it says I need to do a bonus action for it though.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Okay, so at the beginning of his turn,
Yeah, it says when you hit a creature with an armor strike, you can use a bonus action to attempt a grapple.
okay. Fair enough. Alright, in which case, he is just going to go for a basic attack on you. He's going to make it reckless, because he wants that advantage. Oh, make a dexterity saving throw with advantage.
Oh,
please. That is a total of for a dex save.
Yep. +2, so 11.
Nope, that's not enough. So you take 2 points of lightning damage. Not hard.
There's gonna be like 2.
Okay, that is a 7 and a 4 to hit. That is a 7 plus his 5 to hit. That is a no, he's rolling bad. That's a 12 to hit.
Nope, he doesn't hit.
Goes in for another swing, this time missing completely. He doesn't want to give up on this, and he is going to attempt to grapple you with his second one. You'll need to roll a athletics or acrobatics, your choice, with advantage.
Athletics, advantage.
With advantage. He gets to make a strength check with advantage. That's a natural 20 on my end, so that's a natural 20
on
your
my end as well.
Okay, so we'll say you're grappling each other, so you have advantage on your next strike. As he just goes in to grapple your leg, you like grab him by the scruff of the neck, holding him in place as he's just hugging your leg now. The electricity shoots through your leg. It stings a bit, but he hasn't managed to land a proper strike on you yet. It's your turn, and you have advantage on the to hit.
Seeing as he's on my leg, I have clear view of his head.
Yes.
You know what that means?
I'd say just roll them for now, because you get advantage on the strike.
Yep.
That is
21.
9
That's
plus 7.
Plus 7, 15.
16.
Oh, no, 16.
Halved is 8.
Halved,
Yeah.
8.
You go for a. As he's there, you've got him by the scruff of the neck, and with your hand, you bring it down as a fist straight on the top of his head. There's a as you whack into his skull, and you watch as a little bit of it bends and his neck kind of recoils from the strike, going downwards a bit. And now your second attack.
Yep.
Which by the way shouldn't have been getting your strength modifier, but still.
Wait, shouldn't have?
No, because it's a offhand attack. Or does frenzied rage just mean you get another attack?
Oh. Okay.
We'll just say it's a frenzied rage. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Well.
Oh. Well.
You need to roll these 2 other dice as well, because that's. Okay. Well, that's 50. That's scary. That's 15 points of damage plus 7, which is 22. Yeah. Which is 11. He's grabbing onto your leg. You've had enough of him. You grab him by the scruff of the neck, whack him onto the ground, and asserting your superior dominance now, go in for a massive swing into his skull, and there's just this as it crashes into him. You watch as he falls limp to the side, you let go and stand up. There's only a few burn marks on your legs where the lightning struck you.
Is he down?
He's down. He's got 0 hit points.
Is he dying by any chance?
He's not dead, no. He's on 0 hit points and can be stabilized. He's properly down though. That was a flawless round.
I think this went a lot better than last time.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, I want to use Sudz endurance, but it's 2 damage. I want to look flawless.
Yep. I only took 4 damage, but that.
He took 30. He took 35 plus ever what the negative was after that, which was like 3. So he took 38 points of damage over 3 rounds in brawling. That's nasty.
I did roll 2 20s though. So.
Yeah, granted. Actually,
you rolled a lot of 1s and 20s though on your end.
No, I didn't roll any 1s on that. I didn't.
No, not on that one, but the other ones. The other 2 fights.
Yeah. I did. I rolled quite a few. So as you bring this down, there's a cheer from the crowd. Queglod, you got what you betted on Bhold. Sasha, you lose an additional 30 on Tiny.
Don't worry, I already went through with it. See, I went through this thing by only spending enough so that if I won anything, that's what stuff I'd be spending on the other games. So I'm just back down to what I was on before.
Yeah, so
I've not lost anything.
You made and you lost nothing, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. Triumphant in your victory, Seller calls you up. You betted 420 gold.
Yep.
That's 840 gold, so add another additional 420 onto your inventory.
Hey.
Yeah.
So that's 500 plus 800, that's 1.340.
I have to say, Bhold, I'm impressed.
1.340? What?
Yeah, I had 500 left after a bet. So that's plus 800 because I lowered. I had 900 left. Well, and then I bet 420.
How did you have 900 left?
Well, I had 1.3k. I gave 100 or 75 for the potions, 100 for the ring.
The ring.
And then I had 980 left.
If you have 1.3k, that's only 200 spent.
Well, I had like 1 to 80, not 1.3.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, whatever. So
Yeah.
you.
I had 980. I bet, or I had 1,000 left exactly. I had bet 80. I had 920 left.
Okay, so you've gone up 420 gold from what your previous one was.
Yep.
You made a profit of 420. Nice.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to look at your inventory, and I'm gonna see if I can look at all the changes to see if you got the math right. We'll do that later. So, on the conclusion of that, Bhold winning his revenge bout against Tiny, victorious in the fighting pit, and a lot of onlookers now interested in what's to come. With the party having a little bit more time on their hands, the party relaxes and gets what they can done before discussing in the morning what they choose to do next. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll be doing this next Sunday. So, thank you, and bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.